Good Thursday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We are very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. We invite you to join us this afternoon. You can call or text to be a part of the show at 865-656-9900. We will update you as the afternoon goes along on the Tennessee Lady Vols, having just begun the third quarter. Vandy has a 4-point lead. The game is available on AM 990 on the Sports Animal side as we continue on the FM dial. 39-35 in the second round of the SEC tournament. Jump shot no good. They're going to head the other way. Lady Vols basketball. Plenty of basketball remaining. 9 minutes to go. Swain, the basketball could have gone better last night for Tennessee's men's team. Competitive game. I thought it was a good game, but not the finish Tennessee was looking for. Ole Miss hits a shot late. Tennessee's opportunity rolls off the rim, bounces off, and Tennessee's back in Knoxville, now projected as a 2 seed again in the NCAA tournament. And I think that's worst case scenario at this point. Beat South Carolina, avoid any kind of conversation there. But disappointing finish for Tennessee last night in Oxford. How are we today?
I've had 2 cups of coffee, Josh.
Okay. We're tied at the moment. I expect to pull away here in the second half of the day.
You know, I was 63% confident yesterday that we would win the game.
That's what the SDI said, the Swain Dome Index.
Well, I even kind of put the bug in the ears that, hey, emotional win at home versus Alabama. Might gonna have to lock in. Ole Miss is a really good team. I wish I would have been given a notice that we were going to let Ole Miss out-rebound us. Because, I wouldn't have stayed up as late.
It was a late one.
Ole Miss is a good team. They deserve to win. It's not the end of the world. I'm not going to be like, I don't know if this team is going to make it out the first weekend. Like, I'm not doing all that. That's
right. I saw plenty of, this is what gives me fear that we could get knocked out early. That statement applies to everybody in college basketball.
Everybody.
That's how it works.
I don't know if this team will make it out the first weekend.
Nobody knows.
We're good. Like, Tennessee is we're good. But it's after the win at Alabama. It's how you lost that has been bothering me today. It's having the number 1 defense in the country. And when you do have a unit that's super successful like Tennessee's defense, that means individually you have good players who are taking pride in defense and doing a really good job. To allow old boy from Ole Miss to do what he did, Jamin Brakefield, 19 points in the second half. Brakefield beat the brakes off of us in the second half. For him to do what he did, it's how we lost that bothers me. It's how he was taking us off the dribble, how he was rebounding, how he was getting and ones, how he was flexing and telling us that we was too small. Like, it looked like he was having too much fun. It was too easy for him. And then to look at how we shot the basketball from 3, 39% to their 26%. We shot better from the field. We shot better from the free throw line. We made more than they made. We made more. We made the same amount. Well, we made 14. They shot 14. You're supposed to win that game, but you lost because of rebounding. They had 37. We had 33. +4. And rebounding is an effort and want-to stat. You had the number 1 seed. You fought tooth and nail to get it after beating Alabama. And you let rebounding be the reason why you lost? Not just because the ball just didn't go in. Oh, not because it was just a bad call at the end of the game by the referees. It wasn't that it was something that was out of your control. It was in your control. And you let Ole Miss dance on you. You let Brakefield dance on you. Like, that's what bothers me today about the game last night. And I need some more coffee. And I don't even like coffee like that. It's an okay drink. I prefer water. I prefer, vitamin water. There's a lot of drinks that I prefer over coffee. It ain't even that good. People who are like, I love coffee. I drink it. Is it really? It can't be because you like the way it tastes. It doesn't taste good. You just like it because of the way it makes you feel. It wakes you up. That's the reason why you drink it. It can't be because you like the way it tastes. It's disgusting. I've had 2 of them already. I've had to have 2 already because I was up late watching us get broke off by Brakefield. That's why I'm bothered today, Josh Ward. But I still love my team. I'm just disappointed in them. All right.
I do enjoy coffee. But the first cup compared to the second cup, I think there's a wide gap.
It's not even good.
I don't put anything in my coffee either.
I mean, I don't either.
No cream, no sugar.
Maybe I need to start doing it more.
Maybe, yeah.
It's not even good. There's other things better.
Especially if you pair like a muffin with it or something like that.
I guess. I mean,
if Tennessee could have paired the rebounding with higher percentage of outside shooting. Yeah, we'll hear Rick Barnes, what he had to say. He was not happy with how Tennessee performed on the defensive side and Tennessee doing the little things. Offense, he had no issue, and Tennessee put up enough points to win the game. But on the other end, Ole Miss kept coming back and getting its own. It's now 50-42 Vanderbilt.
That's cool, man.
And 1 Vandy heading to the line.
I mean, that's cool. We go on runs. I ain't afraid of a little 8-point deficit right now. We ain't even the fourth quarter yet. I'm okay.
In the text box, I hate that we have to lose to get salty and petty, Swain. Love it.
I'm not being petty. Am I?
No, I wouldn't describe
it. I am salty, though.
Yeah, it's salty.
That's what happens when you don't get the proper amount of sleep.
Yeah, this is almost one where, when sometimes the lid hasn't been screwed on tight and it just dumps out. I think that might happen today. This is the first segment. Got a long way to go. That coffee's going to wear off.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I mean, I had the coffee my second cup was 9:30-ish.
Do you delay your coffee start, or do you pour a cup first thing?
First thing if I feel like I need it.
Okay.
Just go ahead and get it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like taking medicine. Just take a shot. Coffee doesn't taste good, Josh.
I like the taste.
We don't drink it because of the taste.
I love the aroma. I like the taste.
Okay.
You got to like the aroma. The scent.
I do like the aroma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Walk into a coffee shop. Can't beat it.
Correct. But I don't drink coffee for the taste.
Okay.
You know what, man? I'm in a mood for? You know what my taste buds is screaming right now? It wants some delicious coffee. Like, no, we're not saying that.
Okay.
There's nothing delicious about coffee. Sorry. And I've done the pour over. Mm-hmm. Like, I've done it. I've done it all.
I've done the French press. Broke the French press. I have a AeroPress where you make the single cup.
Yeah,
we got the coffee machine.
They all taste the same.
Okay.
I
like a drip. I like an Americano.
Yeah, without any cream or sugar, it all pretty much tastes the same. I mean, there's obviously you can tell a difference in the quality. Fresh ground coffee. We have a coffee machine that grinds the coffee beans right there, makes it. I mean, it's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I prefer water. But I had to drink a bunch of coffee because I was up watching my Vols last night.
When the clock rolls past 11, you got to perform for your fans.
That's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. Y'all had us up super late last night. We make sacrifices for our team. Fans do all the time. We money, time, energy. Like, as fans, we make sacrifices for our team to support our team. And I just think the least the team could have done was to win the game while cutting into our sleep. That's all. I don't think that's too much to ask.
No. You get asked in the morning, would you like a extra shot of espresso? Tennessee fans would just like an extra shot to go in for that boost in the morning. Wake up with a winner as opposed to wake up thinking, oh, man, lost the game last night.
It's how we lost.
Yeah.
That's frustrating. Like, if we won the rebounding battle and we took care of the basketball, like we did all the things that are in your control to win the game, but the shots just didn't fall, I would be okay right now. Like, I would be in a better place. But the fact that we lost because of rebounding in a Rick Barnes culture, should never happen. Especially when you have a team like Ole Miss that's not good at rebounding. The coach said it. He's been saying it all season that they're not good at rebounding. And you get out rebounded.
865-656-9900. You'll hear Rick Barnes when we come back with his reaction, what happened last night. A loss to Ole Miss with one regular season game to go against South Carolina coming up. Shannon says, Swain, it's not the coffee they love. It's all the flavored cream and sugar that they love. Got to be careful with that. I'm a black coffee kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time I'm a black coffee guy too, but like, again, let's not act like it tastes great.
Another text says, get him Swain, let him know. By the way, Josh, McDonald's apple pie paired with coffee. I bet that is good. You can go pie, a simple piece of chocolate, like a dark chocolate with a cup of coffee. You betcha. Donut with a cup of coffee. Hello.
Donuts are great with anything, Josh.
You a dunker?
No. I don't want a soggy donut. Why do I want a soggy, wet donut, Josh?
You dunk it and you eat it.
Why? You know I'm a big texture guy.
You are.
Why would I want
I'm
a
asking the
soggy
wrong person.
donut?
Know your demo, Josh. We'll come back, 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show. We want to hear from you. We'll hear from Rick Barnes. We continue on Josh and Swain.
Stream the Sports Animal free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
Caller 5 right now to 656 wins qualifies in the Chill It and Grill It contest. You could win an awesome outdoor grill, a Yeti cooler, and a $100 gift card from Coors Light and 99.1 The Sports Animal. Caller 5 right now.
Got a small business that no one's heard of except your grandma? Time for a boost. From Cumulus Boost, the affordable way to boost local search engine optimization and help manage reviews. Cumulus Boost helps local businesses improve their online presence so they're not buried by bigger companies in local searches. Get found, get on the map, and get a boost with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS boost.com.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to goodrx.com/GLP. That's goodrx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Swung on and hit into deep left field. Back to the wall. It's gone.
Lady Vol softball is underway at Sherry Parker Lee Stadium.
Walk-off home run.
Cheer on the Lady Vols as they take on SEC opponents Arkansas. Mississippi State, Auburn, Texas A&M, and more on Rocky Top. Better hurry, tickets are going fast. We'll see you at Sherry Parker Lee Stadium for Lady Ball Softball. View the schedule and get your tickets at allvols.com.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way. Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan. And you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, tile, or plank, or anything else for the floor, Fraser's Carpet One understands color, design, style, and selection. Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton, and at Fraser's, we're proud of our big, stylish, up-to-date showroom with lots of the latest flooring trends on the floor for you to see. From value products to premium brands, Fraser's flooring selection is second to none. So give us a call today at 546-4850 and let us come to you for free in-home estimates and free in-home shopping and free in-home design consultation. Let us show you how easy it can be to transform one room or an entire home with beautiful, new, professionally installed flooring from Fraser's. Everything for the floor from the store you trust more. Fraser's Carpet One.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain, thank you for being with us. 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show. From Philip, I'm with you, Swain, all caps, rebounding.
So disappointed, man. I'm disappointed because I care. Man, I love this team. Love this program. Love them dudes, man. But so disappointed that we let Brakefield embarrass us the way he did. Flexing. How many different celebrations did he do last night? It was at least 4 or 5, Josh. He did the 2 small one. He did this one, and did this after he had an and one. Mm-hmm. I mean, he did so many different celebrations, man. It's like Chad Ochocinco out there, man.
Jamin Brakefield was 8 of 9, 19 points all in the second half.
Too many celebrations. I didn't like it. At all.
Got a text I didn't watch because I had to be up at 3 this morning, but I woke up around 1. I checked the score, couldn't go back to sleep. Oh, man.
Damn, that's bad. See what y'all did? See what y'all did to my guy? Messed up his whole day today. He's going to be sleepy all day. He's going to have to drink coffee.
You know why the coffee filed a police report?
Why?
He got mugged.
Oh, boy.
Rick Barnes, after the game, not pleased. Not pleased with how things went, and he explained with some of the frustration on the defensive side, rebounding the little things that Tennessee is expected to do to win.
We didn't deserve to win this basketball game. When you make those kind of mental mistakes, you don't deserve to play against a team as well coached and played as hard as they played, and they made shots on us. But, again, you let a team get comfortable and you're not as aggressive. You're not playing smart. You know, offensive rebounding can just take the wind out of your sail. And they did a great job getting there. And I think 46 points in the paint. I mean, I don't know what else I can say. Just disappointed. Most of the time in games like this, certainly from where I'm sitting right now, I think you get what you deserved, and we deserved to lose because we didn't make enough plays to win the game. And I think you got to give them all the credit because even we had a chance to maybe stretch it out a little bit. Some turnovers, just throwing the ball out of bounds, not getting the ball in bounds, all those type things. That's being intense. That's being focused. That's being doing your job because they played hard. His teams play hard. But again, I just don't want to take anything away from them because they did what they had to do to win the game, and we didn't.
How frustrating is it to take a foul and still give up a shot? I know they had a lot of and ones tonight.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it is. We talk about having confrontation. We played like we were. That's soft, honestly. That's being soft, that you're not really trying to go in and make plays on the ball and guys sliding out of the way. You know, there's got to be a confrontation there, and we've been a pretty good rim protecting team this year, but we weren't tonight. And you can't give up. I mean, I don't know how many and ones, and we foul on a three-point shooter again and give up a 4-point play there. We foul 75 feet from the basket, things like that. That's a recipe for losing, and that's what we did.
Rick Barnes last night after the loss to Ole Miss.
Man, preach. Deacon Barnes, preach. Just during the game, man, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, why? That's a bad foul. They are in 1-on-1 situation. Why are we fouling so far away from the basket? That's just not thinking right there. And then we have another play that Rick is describing. We had two seniors. He throw the ball out of bounds on just a simple pass, no way, uncontested. Like, are you serious right now? Like, those are the plays that drive you crazy if you're Rick Barnes, and they was driving me crazy last night as I was watching the game. Like, come on, guys! Like, what are we doing? It was frustrating. So yeah, he's right though. We were soft when it comes down to the rebounding. I mean, 46 points in the paint. I mean, my goodness. How about you just let them come into your house and put their feet on the couch with the shoes on? How about you let them go into your refrigerator and drink some orange juice right out of the carton? How about you let them do that too?
Not even grabbing a glass.
Yeah, not even grabbing a glass. How about you let them walk in your house and slap your wife on the backside? How about you let them do that too? Just let them score so many points in the paint?
Lady Vols are maybe letting this one get away. At the end of the third quarter, it's 63-48. Vanderbilt up by 15.
60. We still got time. My voice cried. We still got time.
Yep. The Lady Vols are averaging 16 points a quarter. They have to make up a 15-point deficit going into the fourth.
Keep hope alive. We still got time, Josh. I'm with you, Rick Barnes. I'm with you, man. I was not expecting that last night. But with that being said, I'm going to be emotional Saturday. It's going to be the last game in Thompson Bowling Arena, Food City Center, for our seniors. You know how much I love me some Zakai Ziegler and Jamal Meshack and those boys. I love what they've done inside our program and how they've represented it. The power T in the community. I love those dudes, man. It's going to be a sad day. I'm mad at them for how they played yesterday. But I'm going to be sad watching that game Saturday.
Would you like a bright side?
Oh, yeah. What you got?
So Tennessee did not win last night. It was on the road. It's close. Came down to the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Austin notes that for all the data lovers, Tennessee moved into the all-important 25-25 efficiency club on KenPom after last night's game. Tennessee continues to rank number 1 in the nation in defensive rating and now number 21 offensively. The offense
Where's the defense?
has improved. For the season, still number 1. Number 1 didn't show up last night. But Tennessee's profile now is that of a top 25 defense and offense approaching the postseason.
You know what? That is positive. That's extremely positive, Josh. I appreciate you sharing that. I feel a whole lot better. I'm not being sarcastic. I really do feel better about that.
Yeah, because I don't think the defense is just going to disappear moving forward.
No, we'll bounce back and have a better showing. Because, like, when you get the rebound is when the defensive possession ends. Like, that's defense, and we didn't finish possessions enough last night. I don't think that's going to happen a lot. I'm not expecting us to allow that to happen. So I feel like we'll bounce back.
I also would say that right now a 1 seed for Tennessee is unlikely.
And that's okay. I'm okay with that.
There might be an okay consolation prize as a 2 seed. More bright side to the equation when we come back. More time for you to join us at 865-656-9900.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate the tweet to us from Andrew Durego. He tagged us and says, coffee stunts your growth. It's got to be an old wives' tale. Also,
I mean,
I'm very close to giving up on any more growth.
Would explain some things, though. That's true. I don't know if I believe it, but I mean, it would explain it. When did you start drinking coffee, Josh? Did you have coffee in your bottle when you was a toddler? So you wasn't drinking Similac?
I don't know why I read that.
You're just drinking coffee, huh? Was it Folgers? You have Folgers in your bottle, Josh? Is that what y'all was doing over there at the Ward household?
I was told it was the best part of waking up. We'll come back. More bright side to what happened last night with Tennessee's basketball team when we come back right here on Josh and Swain.
Hey, Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
Fourth-ranked Tennessee fell to Ole Miss on the road 78-76 last night. Tennessee remains in fourth place in the SEC standings, but the loss drops Tennessee to 11-6 on the year, 1 game behind Alabama, who sits at 12-5. Tennessee wraps up the regular season on Saturday against South Carolina. In the NFL, the Chargers have released 5-time Pro Bowl edge rusher Joey Bosa after 9 seasons together. The move saves the Chargers more than $25 million in cap space. Bosa signed a 5-year, $135 million contract extension back in 2020, but injuries have limited Bosa to just 28 games over the past 3 seasons. Native Design and Hardscape is Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. They're ready to turn your home or business outdoor space into reality. Your new outdoor space awaits. Native Design and Hardscape, making backyard dreams come true. Schedule a consultation today at nativetn.com. I'm Joel Silverberg.
When you're thinking about popping that big question, you need a ring she can't say no to. Hey, this is Heather Harrington, and that's why I'm telling you, go to my guy, TK Wheeler, out at TK Wheeler Jewelers, because he's got the rings that are going to knock her off her feet. TK Wheeler Jewelers has been in business for decades in Oak Ridge. They're located on South Illinois Avenue, right next to the Outback Steakhouse. And TK, he's got it all. The certified diamonds that other stores have, but for much better prices. I always like to say you get more bling for your buck when you shop at TK Wheeler Jewelers. They've got all kinds of settings, whether you're going for just a solitaire, very simple and elegant, or you maybe want one of those diamond halo settings where the diamonds around the center stone really accentuate that center stone. Or you could even go eternity band style. That's what my husband did for me, and my ring came from TK Wheeler Jewelers. When you're shopping for that ring she can't say no to, there's only one place to shop. My jewelry store, TK Wheeler Jewelers.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. We're doing it again. If it'll drive, it's worth $5,500. Slipping, dripping, skipping, rocking, knocking, even wrecked with a bad Carfax. It don't matter. Drive it on the lot, and Ted Russell Nissan will give you $5,500 toward the purchase of any new in-stock Nissan. And on top of that, a lifetime warranty on Kingston Pipe.
It's Nico time in Tennessee. Our Vols team keeps tipping the win column. If you're looking for a tip in real estate, I'm Nick Nico with the Nico Real Estate team at Keller Williams, and I've got a tip for you. What's that tip? Now is the time. You may have been keeping an eye on interest rates, but with the right strategy, this shouldn't sideline your real estate goals. Like our Vols, you can still score big in today's market. The East Tennessee real estate market is one of the hottest in the nation, so let our local Vol professionals draw up the right play for you. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, let the Nico team find that slam dunk that you've been looking for. Call us at VOL 214-7066 or online at nicoteam.com. That's NICAUD team.com. Maximize your profits by selling high and buying low with our Nico know-how. It's the Nico team at Keller Williams. Go Vols and go Nico.
You're in the best hands when you choose CRS Exteriors for all your exterior home renovations. Over 50 years experience, CRS specializes in providing superior products and expert craftsmanship. Locally owned and operated, CRS Exteriors, the name customers trust again and again for honest pricing. And as always, 12 months interest-free financing with no money down.
The worst dream last night. You were in a car crash and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Should be easy to find a local plumber, right? Plumber near me.
Hey there, we can help you.
Weird. These are all big companies.
Excuse me, we're a plumbing company 2 miles away. Hello?
Well, it is what it is. Guess I'll dial that 1-800 number.
Can she seriously not see us?
No, they can't see you because you're buried deep in the list of local plumbers. You're invisible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Get a boost. Get found. Get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
Bring a whole new meaning to your backyard barbecue with a new deck. Tennessee Home is your local trusted deck and fencing specialist. Call today for a free, no-pressure design appointment at 865-304-0955 or visit them online, tennesseehome.us.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
It's a windy and cold afternoon across East Tennessee with high temperatures reaching near 47 but feeling more like 42. Overnight, few clouds around down to 31. For your Friday, we start off with a few flurries in the morning with a high reaching near 61. Sunshine peaks in the afternoon down to 49 for Saturday morning. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Granger.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with the BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Vanderbilt leads the Tennessee Lady Vols 74-59, 6 minutes to go in the game in Greenville. Tennessee with the loss last night at Ole Miss. We mentioned one bright side, Austin pointing out to us in the text box. Austin, thank you again for noting it, that Tennessee top 25 both defense and offense. The offense has seen improvement. Rick Barnes had no complaint about the offense last night, and I would agree with him. It was the other stuff that you expect Tennessee to do that the Vols did not on the road last night. Maybe here's another one. So with the loss, Tennessee falls out of the projected 1-seed line, and we can get into this, but right now I think it's probably going to be tough for Tennessee to get back there because the only remaining regular season game is South Carolina. Nothing to be gained.
Florida plays Ole Miss. So that's a higher quality opponent. It is in Gainesville, likely to win it. And they won at Alabama, so they have wins at Auburn, at Alabama.
But what if Florida loses? Do you see a path for Tennessee?
Maybe it keeps the path open. I don't know what to say about the SEC tournament. Yeah, I continue to operate under the assumption that it means very little.
Exclude it.
So That you also have Alabama and Auburn to pay attention to. To me, the big problem is Tennessee can't help itself. So it needs help, and I don't know how much is to be gained. But Jerry Palm's update, CBSSports.com, with his bracket projection after last night's results. Tennessee back to a 2 seed, but Swain in the Midwest. So not in the East with Duke. It would be in the Midwest with Houston. And Houston is good. Don't get me wrong. Every 1 seed's good. I think we recognize that. But I'd rather draw Houston in the Elite Eight than Duke.
That'd be a bloodbath.
Because that's where you'd have to play them, by the way. Yeah.
Tennessee and Houston?
Man.
Bloodbath. Sign me up.
Yeah, better bring the defensive rebounding in that game.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
But in the opening weekend, this has Tennessee and Lexington, so Tennessee would still just be up I-75.
Okay.
Tennessee against South Alabama? No problem.
Okay.
Chris Lofton, come on to the game. Front row, wherever you want to sit.
Yeah.
If the players are bothered by seeing
I'll be okay.
CeeLo agained South Alabama,
I'll be okay.
Have
with
another
Lofton
conversation.
Showing his face.
Second round, UCLA or West Virginia. Nothing to be afraid of there.
No, I'm not afraid of those.
You got to bring it, but that's the way it works in the NCAA.
I think that's a terrible matchup for Tennessee.
Now, I know you saw a simulation. This does have Purdue as the 3 seed. That would be a Sweet 16 matchup. And I don't know if you're familiar, but there's been some history. Some of it gone as hoped on the Tennessee side.
You know Jalen Wright scored a touchdown, right? That was a touchdown. And Lamonte didn't foul Carson Edwards at all. Mm-hmm. Zach Edey had way more fouls than what they called. But we had way more fouls against him that was called, too. Yeah, I'm good.
I forgot about those plays.
Yeah, man.
Forgot about them.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
There's also this, though. There's a chance if Purdue were to get upset in the second round that Tennessee could see Memphis. Because Memphis would be the 6.
Bro, this is the best Memphis team Penny has had since he's been there.
You got a almost full week to get ready?
I don't know, man.
Ball up your fists and go.
He might forfeit.
It's on in the NCAA tournament.
He might forfeit the game.
They might not show.
He might not show up.
Not sure if you're familiar with the history there.
Yeah, he might not show up, man.
So,
listen,
this isn't that bad.
I'm okay.
This isn't that bad.
Listen, I'm okay with the 2 seed. I've been okay with the 2 seed as long as the draw is good. I just don't like the way we played last night.
Yeah.
Now I don't care if we still a 1 seed or going to be a 2 seed. Like at this stage of the game in March, I don't like the way we played last night. I don't like that. Period. Point blank. But Zakai versus Braden Smith, 2 point guards.
Koozie finalists.
Yeah, man, that'd be a heck of a matchup. Because last time they played, Zakai gave him the business.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's a whole lot better player now, for sure. But that would be a great matchup for sure. And they're not as good. Even without Zach Edey not being there, like they lost another transfer to Duke. I don't think they're as good. I watched them play a little bit against Indiana. They're good, but they're not as good. And I think Tennessee's a better basketball team. Whereas, 2 years or last year, I never thought Tennessee was better than Purdue. It was always UConn and Purdue and everybody else.
Yeah, this is not that
at all. But it's Purdue.
So if I could give you this bracket right now, you can sign up for it. You're signing?
Signing up, yeah. In blood. Yeah, I'm taking that all day.
Okay.
What about you? Are you taking it?
100%.
Yeah.
It's a good spot.
Where would the second round be played? Lexington, too?
Yeah, opening weekend would be in Lexington. Yeah, so you're playing.
Cool.
Let's say the seeds play out. You are playing. You were playing UCLA with Mick Cronin. Earlier this season,
he hates his team.
He was complaining about his team.
Yeah, he hates them.
Can't coach him.
No, he can't stand his players. He can't wait to get some new ones. I think we'll be okay there. Okay, what about the what's the second host city?
So this would be the Midwest region, Indianapolis.
What?
Go on up.
Hold on now. That's a home game for Purdue. How does Purdue get rewarded for that? That ain't fair.
Not if Tennessee fans change the storyline there.
Josh, it's like 30 minutes away. We not 30 minutes away from Indianapolis. We a good 5 hours away. You know what? You don't have to Google it.
I'm going to look it up.
At least 5 hours away. What did your Google say?
I'm doing a bad job here. I should have pulled up the Grok or ChatGPT. So Purdue's a little more than an hour away.
From Indianapolis?
Uh-huh. And Knoxville, just a cool 5 hour, 16-minute drive.
I told you. I made the drive before.
That's
through
nothing.
Indianapolis to Chicago.
That's nothing.
45 minutes, 5 hours. There is a difference.
It's a hop, skip, then you jump.
It's a difference. Big time difference.
Pat McAfee's up there. Peyton is good buddies with him. That'll bring the Big Orange Nation to Indianapolis. Peyton will be there. He'll be there. That's his city. One of them.
Is it his city?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I'm totally cool with Peyton being there.
This is a great draw.
Tell Chris Lofton he can't go.
No,
unless
we're going to stick to South Alabama.
unless he's going to sit up where the players can't see him.
Yeah, Peyton
I got to tell Chris the joke.
Yeah. Peyton will get a box, so Chris Lofton will be up there.
Yeah. That'd be good. Yeah, put those guys together.
Yeah,
2 legends.
Run it back just like with the College World Series. So in the Elite Eight, after you've knocked off Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
Taking on Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Tony Vitello, Josh Heupel up there, Peyton's up there.
You think Tony Vitello going to be up there?
Of course he would be.
I don't think so.
They'd
probably be playing.
I guess they're playing. That's right.
They'd be playing.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, you got Peyton up there. Get a country singer who's a Tennessee fan. Get him up there.
Mm-hmm.
Lofton. Gotta have Slay up there.
Yeah, Slay will be right behind the bench, though.
Yeah,
he'll be T-shirt waving and everything.
I'm okay with that.
All right, so Swain's back.
I'll take that. I'll take that draw for sure. But for the record, I'm not pleased with last night's performance, but I am positive on the outlook of our basketball team. Like, 2 things can be true. Like, you can do 2 things at once. You can chew bubblegum walk at the same time. Like, I can be disappointed about last night and still optimistic about what we can do this season. There's some folks that can't do that. They're out on the basketball team. This team's going to lose in the first round to a 15 seed.
Cannot lose in the first round.
We deserve more. like, I'm not going there.
No, Tennessee's in a very good position. We got asked in the text box, hey, I missed the second half last night. Is Cade Phillips injured again? He only had 6 minutes last night. Thought he'd be a good rim protector and rebounder. After the game, Rick Barnes was asked about Cade Phillips. Said they didn't think Cade Phillips was locked in. Comes in, he fouls the three-point shooter. He fouls 75 feet from the basket.
No, he wasn't locked in.
And then repeated, we just didn't feel like he was locked in. That was Rick Barnes talking about Cade.
Yeah. I mean, I understand where Rick's coming from. Yeah, I mean, the other team had 6 fouls. The next foul, they're shooting 1-and-1. You shouldn't be trying to foul in the open court. Plus, you're not Zakai. You're not stealing the ball in the open court from someone smaller than you. Like, you're just not going to do that. It's just not a smart foul. So, I get why Rick Barnes did what he did.
Is it a good thing that last night played out the way that it did? Wake-up call for some players? Still end up in a good position in the NCAA tournament?
I'm sorry, Josh. Are we Auburn? Have we won all of these games all season long to where we just don't know the feeling of losing? We just lost a couple days ago. It wasn't long before we lost our last game. I mean, that's good for a team that hasn't lost in a long time, but, like, it ain't been that long.
No, it hasn't.
I mean, it's a good loss if you don't let it happen again. It's a good loss if you use this to wake everyone up and keep everyone alert, which I don't know why you would need to. You should have been alerting the whole time anyways. But, yeah, like, we'll see the next couple of games. Can't just use the South Carolina game, but we'll see the next couple of games. Was the Ole Miss loss actually good for the team? We won't know that today. That's just me making myself feel better by saying, oh, yeah, this loss was good. No, it wasn't. It wasn't good.
I tried.
I'm sleepy.
I tried.
And the coffee's not good. I have to drink it.
I'll continue to defend coffee. We'll continue the conversation. The Lady Vols SEC tournament run will continue for a couple more minutes, and then that's going to be all she wrote. They're down by 15 with 2.5 to go. Never know.
We're about to shoot 2 free throws. It's about to be 13.
Okay.
Josh.
Make it a comeback. Make it a comeback with 2.5 to go as we come back on Josh and Swain.
Free on the radio. Free on the app. Free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere.
Be here today for No Huddle. 30 minutes of talking sports. Only stopping to give you 30-second traffic updates. Be here at 5 for No Huddle, powered by Chattanooga Whiskey. Made in Chattanooga with double the roasted and toasted grains than anyone else. It's Tennessee's best sipping whiskey. No Huddle, today, 5 p.m. on 99.1. The Sports Animal.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-859-3220. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-859-3220. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-859-3220. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-859-3220. 800-859-3220 or biglou.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites.
Spring weather is finally here, and now you're ready to get outside and enjoy your lawn. That means it's time to go see the guys at Dickens Supply and get your fertilizer or check out their new zero-turn lawnmowers. With 3 locations in East Tennessee, Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply is the go-to for landscape supplies and equipment. With brands like Toro, Exmark, Ferris, and Wright, we have the equipment you need. See us soon at one of our convenient locations located in Knoxville, Maryville, and Powell, or check us out online at DickensSupply.com.
Tackle your spring cleaning list with Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning Spring Sale. Mention me, Tyler Ivinson, the Sports Animal, and get 3 rooms for $109 plus a free hallway. You can book online, ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Is your dripping faucet driving you crazy? Is your toilet running a marathon after every flush? Then call the local plumbing experts at Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. We offer same-day service guaranteed for all your plumbing repair needs, and we've been voted best plumbing company in Knoxville 7 years in a row. All plumbing systems and fixtures eventually deteriorate over time, leading to a host of problems. And with freezing winter weather, you may be experiencing plumbing issues such as leaking or burst pipes, water heater failure, clogged drains or toilets, and even sewer line backups. If you need immediate plumbing repair services, including emergency or after-hours assistance, the expert plumbers at Pipe Wrench can help. No matter what the problem is, call us to schedule an appointment for a complete assessment so we can identify the issue, provide the best long-term solution, and quickly fix your plumbing, drain, or sewer system. We also offer free on-site estimates on replacements, plus free second opinions on repairs. Call Pipe Wrench at 865-264-8090 or book online at Pipe PipeWrench.com to schedule your appointment today.
Say goodbye to wires and brackets. At Southland Dental and Orthodontics, Invisalign offers a faster, more comfortable way to straighten teeth for kids and adults. With fewer office visits, easy brushing, and no staining, it's the clear choice for a perfect smile. SouthlandDentalTN.com.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
I'm Chelsea Messenger, here to help you beat the books with the BetMGM Network. Network play of the day is on an NFL future. How about a long shot play on an offensive player of the year bet? With Cooper Kupp possibly on the move in LA, Puka Nacua could be a great play at 16-1. Nacua is coming off a 76 catch, 9 touchdown season in just 11 games played last year. I'm Chelsea Messenger from the BetMGM Network. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Alrighty, Swain, is comeback mode activated? They went on a run since we called for the comeback a few minutes ago. 40 seconds remain, roughly. Lady Vols down by 7. But they were down by 15 just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, 3-possession game. Man, gonna need to make a stop, quick stop, or a foul.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have enough time to play the full defensive possession.
Tennessee's playing Vanderbilt. Remember, Vandy won on a dramatic fashion when they played in Nashville earlier this season.
Yeah, it sure did.
Hey, Chip texted in asking for an apology. This would be from you, not me, because I was on Chip's side. But he said, you were wondering why I was worried about last night's game. I need an apology. So, Swain, here's your opportunity.
Chip is expecting an apology from me?
It wouldn't be from me.
You better go talk to the team and get an apology. They should be apologizing to all of us, not just to Chip. What did I do to Chip?
I believe yesterday, if my memory is correct, he said on a 1 to 10 scale that his concern was at a 6.
Okay.
And you scoffed.
I sure did. But what was my percentage?
Well, your percentage of confidence was 63,
which
would lead to about a 3.7 on the concern level if we went the other way. Am I right on that?
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. That's good. That's good mathing right there. Good math. Yeah, fair enough.
Shout out to Farragut.
Yeah.
So apology, no apology. Where do we stand on that one?
I didn't do anything wrong to Chip. I didn't wrong Chip in any way.
Okay.
He's looking for an apology from the wrong person. He should be getting the basketball team to apologize, not only to him, but to all of us that stayed up late to watch them lose.
He is known as Mr. Coffee. He's Jason Swain. As we close out hour number 1, Chip, I'll give you this. I'm sorry that you thought you might get an apology from Jason Swain, because we both know
I'm not going to give him
how that was going to
I'm
play
not
out.
going to give him a backhanded apology.
Okay.
He's going to get a sincere one or not one at all.
My personal policy is that I only accept sincere apologies.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm sorry you feel that way. That's not a real apology.
Sorry if you were offended.
Yeah, like that's not a real apology.
Yeah. Apologize if you miss Alan Bell when he joins us to begin hour number 2. We have 2 hours to go on Josh and Swain.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid-fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Fellas, if you've been thinking about being your best and when times were great when you were your best and you're feeling tired, lacking motivation and drive, feeling like you've gained some weight or you have noticed a loss of muscle mass, these could be signs of low testosterone. Low T Center can help you get your levels checked, and it's a simple test. And with their on-site lab, you'll get your results back right there. Their health providers specialize in treating low T with personalized testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT. And this is done with each patient. They have over a decade of experience helping patients, and very important, their personal treatment plans are optimized for each patient. They're not standard basic dosage treatments just for everyone. You can also get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. So let's get you back to your best, guys. Go to the website. That's lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hey, folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. What dealer can give you $5,500 for any old sled you can bring to Ted? That's a clue. Ted Russell Nissan, that's who. And we're also the only dealer where you can buy 4 brand new tires for the price of 2. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Frazier's Carpet One. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, ceramic, or anything else for the floor, Frazier's Carpet One makes it easy. With free in-home estimates and free in-home shopping, Frazier's makes it easy. With no money down and free financing for an entire year, Frazier's makes it easy. And as a 4th-generation family-owned business, you don't stay in business for 65 years unless you make it easy. So give us a call today at 546-4850 and let us come to you with free in-home estimates and free in-home shopping. Let us show you how easy it can be to transform one room or an entire home with beautiful, new, professionally installed flooring from Frazier's Carpet One.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Are you looking for a job where you can have a ton of fun and make great money? Twin Peaks is the team for you. They're looking for Twin Peaks girls, cooks, bussers, barbacks, and more. Text WORK, the number 4TP to 85,000 to apply.
During basketball and all seasons, choose Coors Light, the official beer of chill, inside Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. When things heat up on the hardwood, reach for the beer that's made to chill. You'll know your Coors Light's perfectly chilled because when the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Tennessee Athletics. Always cheer loudly and please celebrate responsibly.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
Cumulus Digital.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on 99.1 thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a Sports Minute. The Chargers released Joey Bosa yesterday. The 5-time Pro Bowler hasn't been able to stay healthy in recent years, but teams are still going to be very interested in taking a risk on him. Pass rushers close games, even older ones. A few years ago, the Rams brought in an older Von Miller. They helped them win a Super Bowl. Look for a contending team to make a similar move for a player that, when healthy, can still wreck a game. I'm Andrew Perloff.
If you've got a gas-powered engine, keep it running like new at every fill-up. Stable in-season protection is your engine's preventative medicine, cleaning and protecting the entire fuel system in season. In outdoor power equipment, prevent gum and varnish buildup that could cause a rough or non-running engine. For cars and trucks, increase fuel efficiency and power by removing deposits, ensuring your engine's long-term health. Stable outperforms the competition in independent lab testing. So at every fill-up, start with Stable.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
Zero Res carpet cleaning's the right way to clean. ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Back to begin hour number 2 of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. This one is going to go Vanderbilt's way in the second round of the women's tournament. Vandy leads by 10 points against the Tennessee Lady Vols, make it 11 with the free throw good. There are 16.5 seconds remaining. So Lady Vols with a disappointing loss to Georgia this past weekend. Played well yesterday against Texas A&M. Today has not gone well. Down 12, 16 seconds to go. They will exit from the SEC tournament and then wait to find out where they will be in the NCAA tournament. We get to go to the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline to say hello to Alan Bell from Driving the Line. Go check out the Driving the Line channel on YouTube at Driving the Line. There for you each and every day. Alan, great to have you on the show as always. How are you today?
Man, boys, I'm fantastic, man. You guys doing all right?
Hey, we're doing very well. Could have gone better for Tennessee's basketball team last night, but we've also looked at their projected, again, positioning as a 2 seed now instead of 1 in the NCAA tournament and believe everything can be okay. So what do you take out of last night not going well for Tennessee, but also where the Volunteers are with 1 regular season game remaining against South Carolina on Saturday?
Yeah, obviously you never want to lose, right? But, again, that it's a tough spot, man. You're going on the road to an Ole Miss team that was 20-9, and really needed a great performance, right? And they got it. Tennessee, yeah, they were slated to be a 1 seed. I was worried that Tennessee would kind of be bounced out of that anyways, regardless of what happened last night. So I don't think that there's anything super negative to take away from it, right? Like I think it's one of those games to where you just see where you can get better internally. And move forward. It might be a loss that helps them, down the road. But, yeah, I don't think that there's any, major catastrophe, right, of like, oh, this is going to ruin the season. Nah, Tennessee's right on the same trajectory.
Tennessee's baseball team projecting quite well to start out the season. They had 3 Grand Slams 2 nights ago. They have 7 on the season already. The Volunteers have not lost yet this season. What do you make of what you continue to see from Tony Vitello's team in this non-conference portion of the baseball season?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, this team is good, man. They can do it all. Like, think about this. Tennessee leads the country in home runs, and they're also 4th in the country in team ERA, right, in regards to pitching. So this team, yeah, say what you will about the non-conference schedule. It's certainly going to get more difficult, when conference play starts. But this team is doing everything that they're asked to do, and I thought that, last night they looked sharp. And I'll tell you something funny. We were doing a live show last night on Driving the Line, shameless plug right there. And we talk college baseball a lot, and somebody who's not in Tennessee, they're out on the West Coast, not too knowledgeable, whatever, about college baseball. They go, oh, hey, Xavier must be pretty good. They held Tennessee to under 25 runs. So, that's the perception, right, that this team can just absolutely mash and do it all. And when you consider all the new pieces that are there, man, that's a big sign, because look around the country. There are good teams that are struggling right now that didn't have this much change. Texas A&M being one of them.
Alan, I remember you in 2022, man, when we talked about this baseball team and the runs and the fast starts and how you would wager on this baseball team. How would you compare the start this year for Tennessee baseball? How are you approaching wagering with this baseball team versus the 2022 baseball team at this point of the season?
Yeah, the difficult part is that the books caught on to us, Swain. Like, they figured out that this team can mash, right? Like, number one, they don't give you Tennessee to bet all that terribly much because, the money line is going to be like minus 500, right? So you can't really do anything with that. So then you look at the totals. Well, every game that Tennessee plays, the total is like 14.5, 15.5. And the tough part is this, is what we just talked about. Like, look at it last night, right? Like, Tennessee, what was the final score of the game last night? It was 13-1 or something, something around there, right? Like, that's the difficult part, is that Tennessee can put up a ton of runs, but they don't give up runs all that much, man. Like, it's random, right? So, yeah, it's difficult because this team is so precise in everything they do. And you know what else I've noticed about this team? Compare them to last year. This team doesn't commit a lot of errors, man. Like, their fielding is very crisp. This is a very well-coached baseball team. Tony Vitello is excellent at what he does, man. He's one of the best in the country, if not the best right now.
Yep.
The best. The best. Well, I guess we'll revisit this LSU series because, I mean, that's going to be one for the ages right there.
Oh, it is, man. And LSU, look, man, I've watched a lot of them. They're a very good baseball team. They can win tight games. They can blow teams out. They can hit. I worry about their pitching. I don't know how good their middle relief and bullpen is. And again, we keep it in perspective, the non-conference, schedule. That's another thing too, man. Tennessee's bullpen is for real. This team is going to be a problem for people to deal with. Like, losses happen in baseball. Like, they happen, right? It's a long season. But this Tennessee team, man, is so deep in every single category. It's kind of scary. Like, you don't want to say that they're better than the team last year because that team won a title and is the winningest team of all time. This team is frightening, man. Like, they are very, very good.
We're talking to Alan Bell at Driving the Line. We are 8 days away. Friday, March 14th next week. Tennessee will open SEC play at home against the Florida Gators. What else is on your radar right now, either for tonight or over the next few days that you're paying attention to? Maybe you've already highlighted on Driving the Line.
Yeah. I mean, college baseball is a big part of it, right? Because, college basketball, we're getting, towards the, the end of the regular season and conference tournament and all that coming up. So that'll be fun. But, the NBA is all over the place, man. It's a tough sport to bet. But college baseball is getting very consistent. Like you just said, there are some teams that are very, very consistent. Tennessee, North Carolina, Florida State is an excellent baseball team as well. And get ready for Major League Baseball, man. I can't wait. We got spring training going on. That's been fun to watch so far.
Yeah, Major League Baseball, what have you highlighted for where the season will begin? We have a good amount of Braves fans in the area. You have the Juan Soto addition to the Mets. We know what the Dodgers are capable of being. What has stood out there?
Yeah, the Dodgers are going to be pretty good. They're going to be pretty good. But you know what? The Atlanta Braves, I've been keeping up with, Ronald Acuna and his progress, coming back from injury, and he looks like, he's getting there, right? This Braves pitching staff is going to look different, but it's going to be solid. I mean, everybody's going to have the LA Dodgers as your favorite to win it all, and rightfully so. But, buddy, we've seen baseball before, man. It is not easy. There's a difference on paper, there's a difference on the field. Braves are going to be in it. The NL East is going to be a monster, man. Absolute monster to deal with.
Hey, Alan, before you go, you're a high-energy guy. You bring it every time. Earlier in the show, Swain, he was feeling the effects of a late-night game. You're on Central Time. We have to deal with Eastern Time Zone over here. Swain was down on coffee and coffee taste. You a coffee guy? You defend coffee? What do you think there? Because I'm a big coffee guy.
Yeah, great question. I'm not, man. Like, my whole family are coffee people, and I am not. But sometimes, like, you just have to do it. And I'll say, Eastern Time Zone, I don't know how you guys do it, man. You have games that start so late, and you got to get up early. So sometimes, dude, you just have to make a deal with the devil and crash some coffee. But no, I'm not. I'm certainly more of a like a Gatorade, like electric, like the Gator Light drinks that they have. I'm big on those, but dude, sometimes you just need that jolt, and coffee can do it.
Yeah.
What about, are you guys, you a coffee guy?
Yeah, you like me, Alan. Like you drink it because you have to because of like how it makes you feel and the energy that it can bring you, but not because it tastes great.
No, like, dude, I'd have to put like 10 creamers and like 20 sugars. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have to do it, which I guess helps out the cause of what you're trying to do anyway. You're just trying to get that like 2-hour shot, you know, to go. But yeah, I'm with you, man. The smell of coffee is great. The taste, I've got to put a bunch of additions in there, man. We got to get it going.
Like, who's drinking energy drinks saying, "Man, this is amazing. This tastes great." No, you drinking energy drinks because of the energy that you are trying to get from it.
It's important not to lie to yourself. We all agree on that.
Yeah.
It is. You drink it fast. That's what you do.
Yep. Alan Bell, he gets to live that sweet Central Time life. What can people find when they go check out at Driving the Line?
Yeah, definitely, man. Come check us out at Driving the Line on YouTube. We just broke down everything you need to know about this weekend in college baseball. We got college basketball tonight, NBA, you name it. We're going to start breaking down Korean baseball, all over it, man. I'm telling you, come check us out at Driving the Line. Think you'll have some fun.
Okay. See, I told you, they're covering it all. At Driving the Line, go subscribe, go check it out. Chat with them there as well. Hey, Alan, we appreciate the time as always. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you again soon.
Man, appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one. Take care.
Thanks, Alan. He's over there in Nashville at Driving the Line. Again, the channel to check out.
Korean baseball, huh? Breaking everything down. Hey, if you can make money on it, whatever.
I saw, in Colorado, there was a lot of table tennis action recently.
Hey, if you can bet on 2 kids racing on the playground, then go for it. Whatever you got to do to pay those bills.
Just make sure you can. Yep. Time change this upcoming weekend, by the way. Remember that with the time zone. That applies to everybody.
Thanks for the reminder, Josh.
Yeah. So we're losing an hour Saturday night. Get the coffee pot ready before you go to bed.
So that means Tennessee needs to beat South Carolina by 30 points. What they did to us last night, and the time is changing on Sunday, we are owed a 30-point victory for senior night.
Yeah,
I want to see some of the the
no
walk-ons.
decaf action at the Food City Center on Saturday afternoon.
I want to see some of the old walk-ons in there. I don't even know if we have any senior walk-ons, but I would love for them to be out there and play a little bit late too. Can't do that if you're scraping by at the end of the game.
Yeah, Tennessee is senior heavy this year, so a lot of guys to honor.
Yeah, at least 20. I think we should be able to do that at home versus the worst team in the league.
Yes. Has to be double digits. 7 of their 8 losses in SEC play away from home by double digits. They're 0-8.
Yeah, we don't want to disappoint them. That's what they're expecting. Just give them what they expect.
We'll come back, 865-656-9900. Tell us your thoughts after last night. We'll talk to Chris Lowe of ESPN coming up in 15 minutes. We'll be with you until 3. Plenty to discuss with Tennessee basketball from last night heading into the final regular season game. Lady Vols knocked out today by Vanderbilt, waiting on the NCAA tournament. Tony Vitello with strong thoughts and backing his players. We'll get to all of that on today's show and invite you to join us along the way right here on Josh and Swain.
Everything is more expensive than before, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. 99.1, the sports animal.
Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Picture the pool of your dreams, a place to relax, entertain, and make any season unforgettable. Paired with excellent, durable hardscapes like custom decking and stonework. Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Call 865-310-3256 or visit nativetn.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through HIMS.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but HIMS can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. We're doing it again. If it'll drive, it's worth $5,500. Slipping, dripping, skipping, rocking, knocking, even wrecked with a bad Carfax. It don't matter. Drive it on the lot. And Ted Russell Nissan will give you $5,500 toward the purchase of any new in-stock Nissan. And on top of that, a lifetime warranty on Kingston Pike.
It's Nico time in Tennessee. Our Vols team keeps tipping the win column. If you're looking for a tip in real estate, I'm Nick Nico with the Nico Real Estate team at Keller Williams, and I've got a tip for you. What's that tip? Now is the time. You may have been keeping an eye on interest rates, but with the right strategy, this shouldn't sideline your real estate goals. Like our Vols, you can still score big in today's market. The East Tennessee real estate market is one of the hottest in the nation, so let our local Vol professionals draw up the right play for you. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, let the Nico team find that slam dunk that you've been looking for. Call us at VOL214-7066 or online at nicoteam.com. That's NICAUD team.com. Maximize your profits by selling high and buying low with our Nico know-how. It's the Nico team at Keller Williams. Go Vols and go Nico.
This is Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. How can I help you?
I'm having some issues with my drains.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What seems to be the problem?
It's making this kind of a sound.
No worries. We can help you with that. If your drains are making strange sounds or giving off foul odors, then you may have a blockage or issue with your sewer line. Pipe Wrench can get your pipes flowing again in no time with our $99 drain clearing special. And if we can't open your drain, the visit is free. You also get a free camera inspection of your sewer line to help us easily pinpoint the source of the clog and provide the best and most affordable solution. When we identify the problem, we provide the best option, ranging from drain cabling, hydrojetting, spot repair, or even new sewer line replacements if needed. Don't ignore signs of a clogged drain or sewer line before it turns into a costly problem. Call the plumbing experts at Pipe Wrench today at 865-264-8090 or book online at pipewrench.com.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with the BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com.
We're back on Josh and Swain next to VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward. We're on social media. Would love for you to follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Josh and Swain. We'll talk to Chris Lowe of ESPN coming up in about 10 minutes. Was it last week, I think, on the show? He asked, hey, are details out on Tennessee spring game? Because we were talking about the future of spring games, and they weren't out yet. They are now. We just knew the date. We had to save the date. That is April 12th. We have a start time. That is 2 o'clock. At Neyland Stadium. There will be reduced capacity due to construction, but Tennessee announcing earlier today that seating capacity will be at approximately 45,000. Tickets will go on sale Friday, March 7th at 10 a.m. at allvols.com. General admission seats will be $10, with proceeds counting as a contribution to the My All campaign. So $10, 45,000 seats roughly available for the April 2nd, 2 p.m. kickoff of Tennessee's spring game, the orange and white game.
Josh.
The stadium's clear bag policy will be in effect.
You said that there's going to be reduced seats. Like, I was expecting a way lower number than 45,000. a lot of people.
That is a lot of people, for a spring game.
Like this is not 2013 and 15 when spring game attendance actually mattered. Remember that time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, these debates. Oh, can we beat this team, that team?
Yeah, let's get 50,000. Let's get 65,000. Like, it was actually a race. No one has been talking about spring game attendance for years.
Yeah.
So when you sell 45,000, I was like, that's a lot. Even if it was at full capacity or people were allowed to come, regardless of like the construction. If we had 45,000, that would be amazing.
That'd be terrific.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Vol Village will be open that day, 10:30 a.m., April 12th. Live bands, food trucks, Spirit Squad, Stir the Pearl, sponsor activations, and fun activities for all ages. No ticket required for Vol Village activities.
Yeah, love
so,
it, man. The kids love it.
$10 admission for the game. Personal preference, I'd like to see that be free for fans to attend, but I expected that there would be a charge. It is $10. So, spring game details, and of course there's the question, will this be the last orange and white game? As we've seen a number of colleges say that they're going in a different direction, will not do spring games.
I mean, it's a valid question. I mean, I'll be surprised to see spring games long term or even short term. I think it's important with where college sports is going to show your fans that you appreciate them with all the changes. The price is going up on everything, and they're deciding to still spend money with you. You have to pay the players now, and you're putting it more on everyone instead of just a few people that have a lot of money. And I think it would be awesome to say, hey, man, here's our token of gratitude towards you. Thank you. I mean, we still want your money, but we want to say thank you. And here's our way of saying thank you. One time a year, just, hey, man, we're going to take this allotment of money and we're going to reinvest it back into our family.
Yeah,
I just think that would be awesome.
Yeah, I agree. The game has a sponsorship, Cherokee Resorts and Entertainment. You can sell concessions. You can do all that. So just my personal thought, would like to see that it's free. I'm also not going to be outraged over a $10 ticket.
I'm not going to be outraged about anything about the spring game, Josh. There are things that I will be outraged about that I'm going to save my outrage for. It damn sure won't be a spring game, okay? Like, It's crazy as some driving is in Knoxville, people cutting you off and doing all that. We play Alabama. We play Kentucky in basketball. Like there's other things I'm going to save my rage for. It won't be a spring game.
Are you saving your win-loss projection for Monday, April 14th on Josh and Swain? Will your official season prediction be determined by what you see Saturday afternoon at Neyland Stadium on April 12th?
No.
Okay.
Not one bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I will not be getting emotional about the spring game. You won't find me coming in here on a Monday like I did after losing to Missouri on the road or winning at home versus Alabama.
Friday, April 11th, I look forward to us dropping our keys to victory heading into the orange and white game.
It's going to break it down. Might need to bring in Cole Kublik for that one.
Every coach on staff will have the same first key, and that will be avoiding injuries, and you will see the game play out accordingly. We will come back. We'll talk football with Chris Lowe of ESPN right here on Josh and Swain.
99.1 The Sports Animal and Coors Light are going to help you chill out and get fired up. Listen weekdays for the cue to call to become a finalist in the Coors Light Chill It and Grill It contest. You could win an awesome outdoor grill, a Yeti cooler, Coors Light swag, and a $100 gift card. He'll draw one finalist from the Jungle Email Club, too. Listen for your chance to chill it and grill it from Coors Light and the station for hot prizes and cool contests. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles Table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
Fourth-ranked Tennessee fell to Ole Miss on the road 78-76 last night. Tennessee remains in fourth place in the SEC standings, but the loss drops Tennessee to 11-6 on the year, one game behind Alabama, who sits at 12-5. Tennessee wraps up the regular season on Saturday against South Carolina. In the NFL, the Chargers have released five-time Pro Bowl edge rusher Joey Bosa after 9 seasons together. The move saves the Chargers more than $25 million in cap space. Bosa signed a 5-year, $135 million contract extension back in 2020, but injuries have limited Bosa to just 28 games over the past 3 seasons. Native Design and Hardscape is Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. They're ready to turn your home or business outdoor space into reality. Your new outdoor space awaits. Native Design and Hardscape, making backyard dreams come true. Schedule a consultation today at nativetn.com. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Knoxville's premier fitness destination is Covenant Health Fitness Center, formerly known as Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. There's 85 group fitness classes each week offering everything from yoga, bar, and Pilates to boot camp and endurance spin classes. You would have to spend hundreds of dollars and run all over town to do all of those workouts, or you can do them all at Covenant Health Fitness Center. Their classes cover the spectrum, plus they've got the indoor heated pool that's open all year round, indoor tennis, pickleball, basketball, and racquetball courts, plus amenities like a sauna and a whirlpool in both of the locker rooms. And I haven't even mentioned the weight room yet. They have everything from free weights to state-of-the-art machines and cardio equipment. 2025 is the year you make your health your number one priority at Covenant Health Fitness Center. All memberships are month to month, and there's no long-term commitment, and childcare is included with the family membership. Try it for free and see if you like it. Call 531-5000 or visit covenanthealth.com/fitness-center.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
It's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Hey, Vol fans, it's Dr. Lewis Reaper with Tennessee Foot and Ankle, and our team is all Vol. We know the pains that come from kicking the TV after a tough loss and the agony that follows until the next win. For any Vol pain that you experience, let us help heal you from the ankles down. Located in Sevierville, Madisonville, and Lenoir City, we'll make it worth the drive knowing you're being treated by true Vol fans who know true Vol pains. Call today at VOL 986-2700 and let's get your Vol pain gone before more settle in this next game day. Tennessee Foot and Ankle.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. We're doing it again. If it'll drive, it's worth $5,500. Slipping, dripping, skipping, rocking, knocking, even wrecked with a bad Carfax. It don't matter. Drive it on the lot, and Ted Russell Nissan will give you $5,500 worth of parts of any new in-stock Nissan. And on top of that, a lifetime warranty on Kingston Pipe.
Hello, friends. This is Kevin Frazier with Frazier's Carpet One. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile, ceramic, or anything for the floor, Frazier's is the name to trust. My great-grandfather Frazier started our flooring business in 1953, and the Frazier family has been proudly covering all of East Tennessee's flooring needs for the more than 70 years since. And you don't stay in business that long without offering value. Frazier's big in-stock selection means buying power muscle, and we pass those savings on to you. Plus, no money down and free financing for 18 months. Only at Frazier's. Call us today, 546-4850, and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates. Everything for the floor, from the store you trust more, Frazier's.
Some things just go together, like peanut butter and jelly, or a Casey's spicy chicken sandwich and a 49-cent medium fountain drink, or a Casey's breakfast sandwich and a 49-cent fountain drink, or even Casey's limited time Italian deli sliders and a 49-cent fountain drink. You get the idea. It's not crazy. It's Casey's. See store for details.
Johnson, I've been reading about this geofencing. Know anything about it?
Yeah, boss. We use geofencing through Cumulus Digital to help drive our sales.
How does it work?
We pick precise locations, and whenever a customer enters that location, they see our ads.
That's what I thought.
CumulusDigital.com. This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Sunshine builds in and the wind sticks around for your Thursday afternoon, a high reaching near 47. Overnight, we fall down to 31 degrees with a mix of clouds and stars. For your Friday, we start off with a few flurries around, sunshine for the afternoon, a high of 61, down to 49 as we head into Saturday morning. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Granger.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1 The Sports Animal proves it. Always on, always free.
The hottest sports stories of the day broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Check at the line. Chris Lowe is going to join us a little bit later in the show, so we're working on an official time. But
Omaha!
Chris Lowe every week, thanks to Dead End Barbecue, still to come, just not this segment.
Parmesan. Right at the top. Check, check. Nothing wrong with a little audible at the line of scrimmage. Getting us in the right play, getting us out of a wrong play.
Did you guys have a regular call for something like that when you were at Tennessee? I'm asking you to remember.
Like Omaha or something?
Yeah, something like that.
We would have
Huntsville. Would it be a shout out to?
No, it wasn't like a word that I remember. I was on the outside, so I didn't hear anything anyways. But like, you understood that you had like blitz reactions, or two plays were called in the huddle. You know what a huddle is?
I remember it. Kind of a get together of the 11 on the field.
Yeah, kind of behind the line of scrimmage. 11 dudes kind of come together in a circle, chit chat for a quick second.
Yeah. So it'd be the opposite of no huddle.
There you go,
Huddle.
Josh. You're catching on. So like in the huddle, they would call two plays, and you get to the line of scrimmage, and if we checked, then you would run the second play. If there's no check, you run the first play. And so during that check, you just understood, all right, what to do on the second play. So that was a time for audible. When there's not two plays called in the huddle, there will be blitz reactions, meaning the possibility of the defense sending more blitzers than you can block. So if you have like a six-man protection, but they're going to bring one more, then you have to react to it because they're going to sack your quarterback. Or if you had like a five-man protection and they were about to bring six, just whatever. Like the math is not mathing for us. We would do a blitz reaction, and so that simply means that whatever route you have, you do not run that route if that person comes. So we would point that person out, line of scrimmage. So if it was a linebacker, we would point with one hand. If it was a secondary player, we would point with two hands. And we were encouraged and told that when the quarterback points, you need to point too. And that was the way for the quarterback and the receiver to be on the same page. Because the quarterback can point, but if the receiver didn't see it, he's going to run whatever route he is supposed to run from the huddle, and then the quarterback's throwing a blitz reaction. That's an interception. So that's why you saw the receiver point to the same person that the quarterback pointed to. That was our way of saying, I got you. And then if that player were to come, you run the blitz reaction. So that happened 06 versus Florida when they tried to dive from the 5-yard line. That was a blitz reaction. It was twins right, and I was in the slot. and it was a blitz reaction. I think Ainge checked, and I ran a slant, like a one-step slant. Meach had a three-step slant. I caught it, was off to the races. And then, Arian scored the play later, but that was off the blitz reaction.
What about when the wide receiver throws his hands up out there? You'll see that from time to time.
That just means he don't know what he's doing. He don't know the play. If he's just throwing his hands up like that. What's the play? What do I run? No one told me. And that happens more in no huddle, actually, because there's someone designated on the sideline to tell them what they're running. And, I see that a lot with our guys sometimes. He's looking to the sideline, trying to find out what he's supposed to run. But it's quick. He finds out real quick, and, he goes and does his thing. But, yeah, man, audibles. And with the younger quarterbacks, you tend to do less of that. You try to give them enough that they can consume. You don't want to put too much on their plate. But as we transition to Nico's third year in the system, he should
have it all, right?
Yeah, able to do more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more of that.
Yeah.
Hendon did a lot of that. His last year. So that gives you more flexibility as a play caller for sure.
Yeah, spring practice begins tomorrow. So work really continues, but as far as work with the coaches, official practices, that begins tomorrow with Nico and a bunch of young wide receivers, less experienced players. Chris Brazzell played a lot last year. Mike Matthews played some. And then a bunch of newcomers, essentially. Staley played a little bit, but not really.
Going to be a lot of running in that receiver room, not deep, so you better make sure you're stretching and taking care of yourself.
Yep. A couple of true freshmen, Travis Smith and Rodarius Jackson, to pay attention to.
Well, Josh, let's not get silly here. Let's not act like this is new. Every time there's a spring or fall, that's all we do is pay attention to the new players, whether they're freshmen or newcomers.
That's right. But in this case with the wide receivers, there aren't a bunch of veterans to say, well, realistically, that's who's going to be out there. I mean, Mike Matthews is going to be on the field.
Yeah.
Chris Brazzell is going to be on the field. I think Staley will, too. But
he's going to be on the field. He should be.
Yeah, I think he will. But
I like his game from what I saw a little bit last year.
But that's the end of any, quote, veterans.
There are no veterans.
Yeah.
There's not one veteran on this team. I mean, there may be a guy like Chris Brazzell who's played a lot, but this is his second year, in the system.
Right. He is by far the most experienced.
He'd be the closest thing to a veteran, but I'm not going to look at him as that.
Yeah, he's not Brew McCoy coming back.
He's not. No. Brew. Let's talk about Brew in the barbershop coming to America. Brew 136 years old. 136 years old.
So I'm excited. A little spring practice action to mix in with everything else that's happening. Postseason in basketball, baseball, and softball gearing toward SEC play.
It's just a lot going on with different programs that are trending up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I think football has a chance to be better than last year? Sure. Do I think they will? I wouldn't put money on it. But, the program is still trending in the right direction. Softball program is trending in the right direction. Every program is trending in the right direction. And anytime there's a new season, man, it's always excitement surrounding it.
Ricky Gibson trending to being on the practice field tomorrow with the Volunteers at cornerback.
That's what the old Austin Price told us yesterday, that he would be surprised if he's not out there. And I know what that means. That means he's going to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are a teammate of his, man, it's really about just going out there and, getting better and doing your job. And, Ricky Gibson being out there is really important. Not just for the secondary, but for the receivers. It's important for both sides to be at their best or as best as they can be, because it only helps the other side improve and get better and get good looks. Man, I remember when I was a freshman and only starters would go against starters when I first got here in the summer, and guys like Tony Brown, who was considered kind of the leader of our room as a starter, Like, he wasn't going against just anybody. He went against guys that were considered starters because that's how he got better. He wasn't going against freshmen and walk-ons and bench warmers. That's not going to get him better. He's going to beat them all day in his sleep. And so, like, I understood that as I became one of those players. Like, I remember only going against Inky and Jonathan Wade at some point. Like, I'm not going against you if you're not a starter. It's no disrespect, but you're not going to challenge me and get me better. And so that needs to be kind of the same mentality taken this spring with, all right, we need who are the top two or three receivers are. They need to be going up against the top 2 or 3 DBs every time. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Spring practice begins for Tennessee football tomorrow. We continued the show, inviting you to be a part of it at 865-656-9900. Still to come, we'll check in with Chris Lowe of ESPN. We'll hear from Tony Vitello. He had a passionate message for everyone, essentially last night after another win for Tennessee's baseball team as they remain undefeated. We'll continue the show. Stay right here with us on Josh and Swain.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with the BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com.
Spring is in the air and Knoxville Smokies opening day's right around the corner. Experience the season from your balcony at Yardley Flats. Brand new apartments in downtown Knoxville, steps away from the action at Covenant Health Park. These brand new studio 1 and 2-bedroom apartments offer stunning views along with sleek modern finishes and top-tier amenities designed for champions like you. Whether looking for a place to relax, entertain, or stay active, Yardley Flats has everything you need to live at the top of your game. They're filling up fast. Visit yardleyflats.com today.
Are you tired of struggling with your gate every time you come home? Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience with Stanley Fencing, your East Tennessee experts and automatic gate operators. From big fencing jobs to cozy backyard setups, they've got you covered. At Stanley Fencing, they take pride in not just building fences, but building lasting relationships with their customers. Because when you choose them, you're not just getting a fence, you're getting a partner for life. Stanley Fencing, where quality and care come together.
Hi, I'm Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind on payment houses. I even buy my tenant will pay me the rent houses. Do you have a house that's in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying those houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast, call me, 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
In a flash, sell your house for cash. ProSource Home Buyers.
His Security Technology, your one-stop shop for all your security and technology needs. We offer state-of-the-art security systems to protect your home or business, as well as cutting-edge technology solutions to enhance your daily life. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing top-quality service and support. Contact His Security Technology today to learn more about how we can help you stay protected and connected. 865-474-9495 or visit hissecurity.com. In God we trust, all others we monitor.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
CumulusDigital.com.
Back on Josh and Swain, thank you for being with us. So in about 15 minutes, we'll start the 2 o'clock hour with Chris Lowe, ESPN.com, covering college football, college sports, as we're here in March with the big basketball run. Chris Lowe covering that as well. We'll also have to get a preview of the Chris Lofton documentary. That'll come out Monday night. So you and Chris, a couple of stars of the show. So we'll talk to Chris Lowe about that coming up at the start of next hour.
Chris Lowe is a star of the show.
Everywhere he goes. Everywhere Tony Vitello goes, he is a star. He is a national champion. He is, without question, one of the best baseball coaches in America. Can make a strong case he is number one. He's got the belt right now with the title from last year.
I mean, he's number one.
And he has the number one team in the country, again, in 3 different baseball polls. So Tennessee is in a very good spot. The last couple of nights, Tony Vitello has shown some animation, speaking to the media. These were after blowout wins against weaker midweek competition, against Radford and against Xavier. 2 nights ago, he brought up that the fans needed to give a standing ovation to Hunter Inslee. He said, we have a great fan base, wouldn't be here without him, but need to show him more love. And then you dig a little deeper into it. Actually, they did. There was kind of an ovation, and there was a chant of his name and a loud applause. So yesterday I was a little confused by it, maybe a little more so after looking into it more. But now I think I have a better feel for it. I don't think it had anything to do with the fans or the Hunter Inslee play. It's the Alberto Osuna situation. So he has been denied in his 2 appeals through his lawsuit. And right now it doesn't look like he's going to be able to play for Tennessee. The Georgia player who was also denied with the same appeal has withdrawn his case. So Dylan Goldstein has decided he's going to move on. Same situation, played 2 years at JUCO, 3 years in college. Was seeking a 6th year, has been denied, so he's moving on. So we'll just let you hear. This is 3 to 4 minutes of Tony Vitello, but a lot of passion in what he had to say. He's taken up for his guys. This is what makes him special, I think, with his players. But then share some thoughts afterward. This is Tony Vitello last night, kind of unprompted, with the message he delivered meeting with the media.
Earlier, I was thinking not as big of a group tonight, but I hope I didn't come off. I got cut off last night, so I wasn't trying to offend anybody and say, abrasively, I wonder what you know, but let's just call it what it is. I'm in a position where, first of all, I got my hands full with other stuff, and I'm also not a lawyer, so I literally don't know. It's probably embarrassing how much I don't know, but I hadn't heard a whole lot. And ultimately, decisions come down to the people that are in charge. Coach Heupel makes the final decision for a football program and stuff like that, but public opinion matters a lot, and that's my first experience here. Is we switched up what we were doing with the football coach because of public opinion, period. And halfway through, people said the presidency was decided on a guy doing podcasts and adhering to the public opinion. And halfway through here, we had havoc wreaked on our program because someone decides to tweet we're giving a shortstop from Kansas a bunch of money when it's not true. And I think you can find, I'd like to dig up the public record on what he was able to put together for himself because he was a good player here. But everyone decides that's true, and it wreaked havoc. And players left, and team chemistry was hurt, and all kinds of other stuff. And so public opinion can sway you in a negative way or a positive way. And I just haven't heard a lot of that noise. I saw an ESPN article, which that's not local. And someone said Coach Neuheisel had some comments. That's not local. I just don't know if anyone's talked to the kid. If you talk to the kid, people are going to realize, oh, at the very least, we're losing another guy like Kirby that could really be embedded in the program. And oh, maybe the guy went to junior college because he comes from a modest income and, is bilingual. And there's some things there that are a good story. And again, whether it makes an impact or not, I don't know. But that's That's me defending myself and making sure you're not saying I'm stupid for bunting or something like that, because you guys are entitled to your opinion too. And in sports, it's sway one thing or the other. Like radio shows are so fun. Like, what are they doing taking that guy out? And why did Coach Vitale bring that guy in that? And that's what's so fun about sports and what your guys' duty is. But when you talk about public opinion, or why our country is so great, is because the masses typically are looking out for what's right, what's fair, what's consistent, and what's right. And again, I know how I would attack it if I had a different job. But again, I'm not a lot of things. I'm not a lot of things. That's a whole nother topic too. So I'm not going to go on for 47 minutes about that one. So hopefully that makes sense. And what I cut myself off too in one part, making it right. Hey, I don't have any guilt. We never convinced this kid. He sought out advice from other people and made an educated decision. And I'd like someone to ask him, is he still happy being in here, even though he hasn't got an at-bat yet? I'm curious to what that answer is too. He's an interesting kid to talk to, but as far as making it right, that's a very important phrase. That's what I was getting at when we will make sure he gets his money's worth for being here. He wants to be a coach. Our strength coach, Q, immediately took care of that kid when he was crying on the phone with the news he had, and we will make it worth his while. So if you haven't written a story yet, you will write a story when his time is done here, and you'll be able to follow his baseball career, because we're going to make sure it goes real, real well after this.
That's Tony Vitale. That was a lot there. He spoke for 3 to 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes. He's very passionate in talking about his guys. Alberto Osuna is one of his new players. So he made the decision to transfer to Tennessee in late January, hoping to have another year of eligibility, planning on having another year of eligibility. It does not look like he will. Brief thoughts. So Tony said he wants the media to talk more about it. I've seen a fair amount of coverage. The baseball program gets a ton of coverage. We talk about baseball, but there are guys every day covering what's going on, from the News Sentinel to VolQuest and GoVols 24/7, and guys are traveling to cover Tennessee baseball. Guys are there midweek. Tony knows all that. What I took from that is that Tony Vitale is showing he has his guys' backs. He will support them. That is a big part, I think, of what makes him special, is that he is all in for his players, for his team, for his program, and he's not going to waver in that. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. I do think it's important to understand that I hate it for Alberto Osuna that he came here thinking he's going to get to play baseball at Tennessee, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I hate that for him. But he also is in a pretty good situation, even if he doesn't get to play. He gets to work with one of, for sure, the best coaching staffs in baseball. He's 24 years old. He did get to play college baseball for 5 years. My general opinion, take Alberto's name out of it, is that I don't think the JUCO ruling is good. The idea that eligibility doesn't count. I don't think it's a good thing that you can have guys go from high school to junior college, develop until they're 20 or 21 years old, and then become a freshman in college at 20 or 21. I don't think that's good for any sport. Football, basketball, baseball, you name it. I don't think that's a positive. For Alberto, it is a positive that he's around Tennessee baseball. He got to play 5 years at a premier JUCO program at Walters State. Was National Player of the Year. He got to play in 3 NCAA tournaments. He got to go to the College World Series at UNC. And now he's at Tennessee, and they're going to take care of him there. And this is going to create a good opportunity. So, big picture for the sport, I don't think approving extra eligibility based on spending time at JUCO is good for college sports. I think it's bad. For Alberto, I think it's good for him that he gets to be at Tennessee. If he wants to be a coach, there's not a better place to start out with that dream than being around Tennessee's baseball staff.
Yeah, outside of the fact that he's good and he'll make our team better, I haven't heard a argument for why he should be able to play a sixth season. Like, I want Zakai Ziegler to come back and play a 5th season, but that's 5. That's
if Alberto were going, and I recognize one was COVID in 2020. I recognize, so that wasn't a full year of baseball, but he's played a ton of baseball games. So if he was cleared, that would have been great for him. I don't think that. I think junior college years should count.
Yeah,
I don't think it's good for the sport to have. We don't need 24 to 26-year-old. No joke. If junior college didn't count, you would have seasons with 25 and 26-year-old juniors and seniors
going up against 18-year-olds.
That we don't need that.
Yeah,
that's not a good thing.
There's two things here. One, like, I feel terrible for him because, and I've said this before, like the emotional roller coaster that he's been on, thinking he's going to play, feeling good about the possibility of playing, and then boom, you get the news that you're not going to play, and I mean, it feels like you've been hit with a sack of bricks. I hate that for him on a human level, but if I'm a freshman coming in, I don't have to compete against a 6-year player, in college. So just overall, like I agree with you, and this is tricky because, like, at the end of the day, like, we want, I speak for myself, like, I want whatever's good for Tennessee and whatever helps us win, let's roll, let's do it. But at the same time, there's 2 other cases that were denied in the same sport by 2 different judges in 2 different states. And so how much can the media really do to influence the decision? Like, everyone agreed that Graciano would not be a good fit here.
To that point, remember with Tennessee, when Tennessee was having its case against the NCAA, and there was this online idea of, hey, let's checker the courtroom, and Tennessee made sure to say, no.
No, don't do that.
Stay away from the court.
Don't make a mockery of the courtroom.
Yeah, do not do. So from that standpoint, this is a legal discussion. This isn't this isn't Tennessee. Okay, now we're going to take action. The action has been taken. And to this point,
like,
it's been a loss.
And, like, how many people deep down in your heart really believe that players should be given a 6-year of college?
Yeah.
Regardless of the player playing at Tennessee or not. Like, do you really believe that? Are you really willing to stand on the table and beat the table to get that pass? I don't know if a lot of people do. I mean, there are certain situations here and there where, like, injury or hardships, things like that. But
yeah, the COVID thing was one thing because that was temporary and that was going to end. This is a bigger picture, long-term conversation.
Yeah.
But I'll again say, Tony's job is to have his players back and his programs back, and he does that every time, and I commend him for that.
I understand why people love playing for him and run through a brick wall for him. I would do the same thing, and that's what I heard from Tony during those 3 or 4 minutes was him just simply having his players back. And it's okay to feel a little guilty that, hey, you got this player here and you feel like he's going to have a chance to play and he's not. That's what makes Tony awesome. That's what makes, his players love him, is because he does care about, other people the way he does. So,
yep, for sure.
I know we got to go.
Yep. We'll close out the hour. We have another hour to go. Chris Lowe coming up right here on Josh and Swain.
Warm weather's here, and it's time to get outside and enjoy the privacy and the comforts of your own backyard, but you don't have a privacy fence. Or perhaps you need to upgrade your fence, as I just recently did with Tennessee Home. When contacting Tennessee Home, you're looking for somebody who is a licensed contractor who has one of the most experienced teams that East Tennessee has to offer. Over 100 yards for me and the new pup, Howie, and I've been satisfied since the final post went in the ground. 865-304-0955. That's 865-304-0955. Or online at TennesseeHome.us.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust. Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything, from making the claim to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits. A $2,000 value, free.
Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-289-6215. That's 800-289-6215. 800-289-6215.
Make 2025 your year of transformation. We're excited to announce that Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center is now called Covenant Health Fitness Center. Our name has changed, but you can experience the same great service and 5-star amenities you've trusted for years. Discover why we're Knoxville's premier fitness destination. Jump into over 85 energizing group fitness classes, swim laps in our indoor heated pool, or challenge your friends on our indoor basketball court. We completely renovated and resurfaced our indoor tennis facility, offering you year-round play in climate-controlled comfort. Plus, families love us. Enjoy complimentary childcare with that family membership. And there's no long-term contracts. Everything is month-to-month. Visit us today at the corner of Pellissippi Parkway and Kingston Pike. Experience the Covenant Health difference. Sign up for your free 3-day trial at covenanthealth.com/fitness-center or call 531-5000. Covenant Health Fitness Center, your partner in lifelong health and wellness.
It's Nico time in Tennessee. Our Vols team keeps tipping the win column. If you're looking for a tip in real estate, I'm Nick Nico with the Nico Real Estate team at Keller Williams, and I've got a tip for you. What's that tip? Now is the time. You may have been keeping an eye on interest rates, but with the right strategy, this shouldn't sideline your real estate goals. Like our Vols, you can still score big in today's market. The East Tennessee real estate market is one of the hottest in the nation, so let our local Vol professionals draw up the right play for you. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, let the Nico team find that slam dunk that you've been looking for. Call us at VOL214-7066 or online at nicoteam.com. That's NICAUD team.com. Maximize your profits by selling high and buying low with our Nico know-how. It's the Nico team at Keller Williams. Go Vols and go Nico.
Mike Bradley here from the Knoxville Safe House, offering the largest selection of Browning safes in East Tennessee. Through April 15th, enjoy store discounts and Browning rebates for great savings. Visit our store to select the best Browning safe for your needs. The Knoxville Safe House offers delivery, installation, and professional safe moving services. Visit our store off of Alcoa Highway, online at knoxvillesafehouse.com, or like us on Facebook. The Knoxville Safe House. Remember, you need a safe. You just don't know it.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville. Touchdown! Streaming worldwide at 991thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. Yes! We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a Sports Minute sponsored by Ego. Powered beyond belief. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the frontrunner to win the NBA MVP, but I don't know if this is a good thing for Thunder fans. The last time an MVP went on to win the title was Steph Curry back in 2015. For whatever reason, the league's top players come up short in the playoffs. OKC should have just one goal right now. Certainly not an award for SGA. What really matters is the ring. I'm Andrew Perloff.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Zero Res carpet cleaning's the right way to clean. ZeroResKnoxville.com.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're on 99.1 The Sports Animal. We're on AM 640, The Sports Monster in the Tri-Cities. We're on YouTube, The Sports Animal YouTube channel. Stop by, like, subscribe. Ron Slay stopped in earlier, about an hour ago, and hopped in the chat. How about that?
Man,
That's a confidence boost.
We big time, huh?
It's a big-time confidence boost when Ron Slay stops by, as it is when we get to say hello to Chris Lowe, who covers college football, college sports for ESPN.com, and he joins us every week thanks to Dead End Barbecue. Chris, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great. Had a chance to dine for lunch at Dead End on Tuesday with the great George Ewart and the great Steve Early. Not every day you get to be with two Hall of Famers like that, Ewart and Early. And we were treated to the warm, Swain, just out of the oven chocolate chip cookies after our lunch.
Oh, yeah, man. Those things are good right there. My kids usually get some part of their meal, and that's the best time to get them right there, CeeLo. What did you have, man? Did you go with the bologna and the cream corn, your go-to?
Well, actually, I subbed in the sausage and beans, the cream corn. But we did have the go-to appetizer, sausage, cheese, and pita plate for. So
there you go.
Can't beat it, man.
There you go. That's how you do it, man. Got to go with the sausage and cheese plate or bologna to start off the meal.
And we sat in the vicinity of your signed autographed picture on the wall.
Oh, man, you got to reserve that seat days in advance.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's good to know the owner.
Yeah, that helps. Chris Lowe, ESPN, is with us. So this is a busy time. We're in March, so basketball is really in takeover and takeoff mode. But spring practice begins tomorrow for Tennessee. It's springtime around college football. Is there a number one topic for Tennessee entering the spring? Where would you begin the conversation with the objectives for the Volunteers when they hit the practice field starting tomorrow?
To me, the objective is to just it touches a lot of different places on the team, is just to be more explosive on offense, to be better at protecting Nico Iamaleava, to have receivers that can separate and get open, and to have Nico be more consistent, throwing the ball down the field. So I think it's all three of those things. And finding Swain a running game. It's like you lose the core of your offense in Dylan Sampson, and not to say that they won't be good running the football, but it's hard for me to point to somebody right now on the roster and say this person is Dylan Sampson. It can be that productive. So not to say that, because they're losing a lot of key pieces on defense too. They're losing a lot of key players. I think we all would agree with that. They're losing a lot of guys who in some way, shape, or form were the heart and soul of that football team. Several up front on defense, Cooper Mays at center, Dylan Sampson at running back. You've got Gerard McCoy, who was a huge part of what they did on defense last year. We'll see how he is health-wise, when he can get back, what percentage he is when they start the season after coming off the ACL. But I think offensively, for this team to get back to the playoff, because it's going to be hard to ride that defense this year coming up as much as you did this past year. They're going to have to be much more explosive and make more plays down the field on offense than they did this year. And as I said, Josh, at the outset of your question, that involves several different positions.
Going back to Josh Heupel's first season, that was a team that he inherited that had some experience, had a few guys that went on to play at the next level, but it wasn't a team that was deep in talent. And we saw his staff do a great job coaching. This year, there's more talent than the first year's team, but you're going to be playing a lot of young players, more than ever under Josh Heupel. Do you think Josh Heupel will have to have his best coaching year this year because of that youth?
Well, I think it's coaching always makes the difference. And, I think everybody that the teams that they're in the upper tier of the SEC, and certainly in my mind, Tennessee's in the upper tier of the SEC, all has really good talent. And I think getting the most out of it, getting guys pressing the right buttons and getting guys in the right position, those types of things are really important. And I think Josh is, when you talk to players who played for him, they will tell you that he has allowed them to play loose and free and play their game. So I think, but I think to your question in particular, Swain, they need some of these younger guys that were 4- and 5-star players, to break out and be those type of players this year. Those guys are going to get opportunities. Mike Matthews is a prime example of that, a 5-star kid, Everybody wanted him. He barely got on the field last year. Now, we could sit here all day and debate that Tennessee didn't do a good enough job of getting him on the field, or maybe he didn't do a good enough job of getting himself on the field. Because I've of the mind, and having been around the sport as long as I have, is coaches typically get guys on the field that they think are going to help them win games. Would you disagree with that?
I do not.
And so I think it's an easy argument to say, well, this staff's got to do a better job of getting their young guys ready to play or getting them on the field. I mean, look at what Jermaine Smith did at Ohio State. Look at what Ryan Williams did at Alabama. And those are two fair examples of that. Freshmen who made tremendous impacts on their team. Now, I'm not saying is Mike Matthews Jermaine Smith. No, I don't know that anybody outside this kid who came out of Huntsville several years ago is who wore number one at Tennessee is Jermaine Smith. But I think you got to, guys like him. Now, he's not the only one, but you got to have some of those guys they recruited over the last few years that were really highly rated kids play to that role. And I'm going to say this. I mean, we've got several kids we've seen on Tennessee's roster. I saw where Austin Price reported that Ricky Gibson would be back on the practice field tomorrow. But several kids who either said they were getting into the portal, who got into the portal and either got more money or reworked their deal or successfully leveraged or didn't leverage or sort of leveraged, however you want to say it, Tennessee in this new world of NIL. And that goes on everywhere, not just Tennessee. But what I will say is now we're in a new world. And the players that are doing that, it's been very much public across the board. That's just one of those, Lou Carter, Ricky Gibson, and I'm sure there's some more I've forgotten about. Those guys better step up and play at a high level. And that's not to put extra scrutiny on them. I'm not trying to be unfair. That's just sort of where we are right now. That's out there. People know it. Fans know it. All right. If you're threatening to get in the portal or you get in the portal and you rework your deal, you get more money, guess what? There's consequences to that. And you better get out there and you better play your butt off. And you better play at the kind of level that's going to help your team get to a championship.
Chris Lowe, ESPN. So Tennessee will begin spring practice tomorrow to get ready for the 2025 football season, at least continue to get ready. Tennessee's basketball team will close out the regular season on Saturday. Tennessee will say goodbye, at least as far as we know right now. There's the 5-to-play-5 thing that's kind of hanging out there. But that would mean saying goodbye to Zakai Ziegler. Jemai Mashak's been a great story. I think they all have positives, but the story starts with Zakai Ziegler. Wouldn't you say, Chris? What do you think of what you've seen from him over his 4 years at Tennessee, arriving as a complete unknown and leaving with an incredible legacy at UT?
He's as good a point guard as I've ever seen at Tennessee, probably the best. And you can make a case in the last 10 years as good a one as you've seen in the SEC. Just his ability to impact the game in so many ways, and his toughness. He's the engine that drives that basketball train. It has been now for the last couple of years. Never quits, never gives up. Has bad play, has a turnover, doesn't affect him, comes back and plays at such a winning level. He is, you spend 3 or 4 minutes with Rick Barnes talking about Zakai Ziegler, and mind you, this is a coach who's coached, eons, tons of players, great players at that position, and is notoriously hard on his point guard. Rick will tell you that. He is hard as hell on his point guards and always has been. But Zakai has always responded. And the more Rick has challenged him, the harder he's been on him, the tougher and the better he's played. And I know that was a disappointing loss for Tennessee last night. But it really is sort of what the league is this year. Teams lose and they win and they lose. Florida loses to Georgia, comes back and beats Alabama. Tennessee beats Alabama. Goes on the road and loses at Ole Miss. Texas A&M had lost 3 or 4 in a row, beats Auburn. And I've already heard from several people today talking about, well, Tennessee, all they do is disappoint me. Well, guess what? That's the SEC in a nutshell this year. But no, Zakai has been the head of that team, and he's the reason people say, well, give me hope for this Tennessee team making a deep run in the tournament. It's because you got a guy like Zakai Ziegler who's leading the way, and I think you throw Jemai Mashak in there too. 2 guys who played 4 years, and both are tremendous defensive players. And you know when you go out and play that you're going to get that kind of performance on the defensive end for both of them. And defense typically travels. But he's been a lot of fun to watch play, Josh. He really has. And I think I speak for all the Tennessee people out there to watch a kid from New York who's 5'9", who's got I wish I had that kind of hair, man. I could sort of twist my hair up while he does. That just plays his butt off every game and is fearless. He is absolutely 1,000% fearless. And then I love to watch athletes like that compete.
Tennessee football won 83% of their football games in the regular season, and Tennessee basketball is right there, 80% of their games, playing more games, have been the number one team in the country, find themselves in the top 5 for majority of the season. So they're doing something right over there. Speaking of Zakai Ziegler, I know there's been conversations about players getting 6 and 7 years of eligibility. Wanting to see Zakai for another season would mean that a rule would have to be changed where 5 years to play 5 years for 5 years play 5 seasons would go into effect. Are we anywhere closer to that?
Well, I mean, we've seen Tennessee fighting to get baseball player Alberto Osuna a 5th year after he started in junior college, which you would have thought the pathway to that was fairly clear after Pavia there at no difference for it at Creighton. Diego Pavia got the 5th year at Vanderbilt, but so far the judge has said no, not going to grant him that 5th year. A judge who has UT ties, I might throw out there. And so Tennessee's still fighting that one. I know, but you're right. There's going to have to be a change in the rules that every player has 5 years to play. Will it be in time for Zakai that something like that gets passed? I don't know. I do find it going back to Osuna. Tony Gartello was pretty peeved about this the other day, and I could see both sides of that argument. But it does seem that the goalposts change. How can that ruling go into effect for a football player and not be the same way for a baseball player? And Osuna, I want to point out, is not the only one who has challenged that rule in baseball. You also had the kid at Georgia who was denied further eligibility. So I think at some point there's got to be some consistency there. And I hope for the kids' sake that there is some type of settlement that will allow him to play this year. But I'll tell you what, if Tennessee were able to get Kai back for another year, it'd be good for the Vols and bad for everybody else. And by the way, Swain, I'm a self-scouter. I just dropped a touchdown pass about 3 or 4 minutes ago when I said Jermaine Smith. It is Jeremiah Smith.
It's all right. Even the goats miss a layup here or there.
No, I never saw you drop a touchdown pass in your career at Tennessee. If it hit your hands, you're like the latter-day Fred Biletnikoff. It hit your hands, and you didn't even need to stick them. You didn't even need to stick them. Biletnikoff had to stick them up and down his face and his uniform and his arms. You didn't even need to stick them, and you caught everything thrown your way.
Well, what am I going to do with this
Well,
guy?
Chris, that's why some have called him Big Orange Jesus, as should be pointed out before the segment ends. Jason Swain wore the number 1. And one more note before you go, Chris. So Zakai Ziegler wears the number 5. If this is it or if next year, either way, this is it for the number 5 because it's actually up in the rafters for Chris Lofton. And Monday night, we'll get to see the SEC storied Volunteer for Life on Chris Lofton. What can you tell us about that?
Well, the first thing I could tell you, a little shameless plug here, Chris Lofton is scheduled to join Mr. Jason Swain and myself on Sunday night on The Nation to, talk a little bit about the doc and sort of catch up with Chris and what he's doing now. We'll talk about Tennessee's team as they get ready to go in the NCAA tournament. But, yeah, 7 o'clock, SEC Network. Really excited about this documentary. Jason Swain featured, I might add, in the documentary. Had some really good insight on what Chris meant to so many people at Tennessee when he was here. And I just can't say enough. Sean Silva, Don Lepore, and their crew at Tacklebox Films, based there in Nashville, did an incredible job with this documentary and just sort of going inside Chris's journey and what all he had to overcome just to get back on the court as a senior. I don't think people have any idea what that kid battled and what he went through, and the guts and the courage that it took for him to get back out on the court, albeit not where he was, and he'll tell you that as a junior, but boy, he got back out, and it's a reason he's easily one of the most beloved players in Tennessee basketball. I would say Tennessee sports history.
Yep. You name the sport, Chris Lofton's up there with anybody from any of them. He is a Tennessee legend. He's an SEC legend, and he will be featured Monday night. So Monday, March 10th at 7 o'clock on the SEC Network, SEC Storied Volunteer for Life. Chris Lowe, he was trusted with that story years ago, and he covers what's going on in college football, college basketball at ESPN.com, where you can read his work. And every week here on the show, thanks to Dead End Barbecue, available for you on Sutherland Avenue, available for you when you need catering taken care of. Go to deadendbbq.com. Catering information right there at the top of the website, deadendbbq.com. Chris, thank you for the time as always. We appreciate it, and we will talk to you again soon.
We will. And now that Chris is a star, Swain, maybe we need to get him to take all of us, you, me, Josh, to Dead End and let Chris finally pay.
All right. I'm all for that.
My name just got included, so you have my vote.
Yeah, as long as I'm not paying, I'm good.
Always good catching up, guys.
Thank you. Chris Lowe, ESPN, joining us here on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline.
Always a jokester, that old Chris Lowe.
Modern day Bolitnikoff right here.
Stop.
Some have said.
No.
Man, what a resume. Big Orange Jesus.
One person said
Modern day Bolitnikoff.
One person was joking when they said that.
Don the number one.
Man, y'all are something else, man. Y'all are something else. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Top 25 recruit, top 200 in basketball with LeBron James.
Oh, my gosh.
We'll come back right here on Josh and Swain.
Be here today for No Huddle. 30 minutes of talking sports, only stopping to give you 30-second traffic updates. Be here at 5 for No Huddle, powered by Chattanooga Whiskey. Made in Chattanooga with double the roasted and toasted grains than anyone else. It's Tennessee's best sipping whiskey. No Huddle, today, 5 p.m. on 99.1. The Sports Animal.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. What dealer can give you $5,500 for any old sled you can bring to Ted? That's a clue. Ted Russell Nissan, that's who. And we're also the only dealer where you can buy 4 brand new tires for the price of 2. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
Welcome, John, our new admin lead.
Thanks.
You've got your laptop, all your admin apps. Oh, and you'll be in charge of ordering food for the team. So here's your drawer full of menus.
Whoa.
You'll keep your receipts in this file folder. Whoops! Receipt confetti.
Oh, dear.
Oh, and all these sticky notes have everyone's dietary preferences.
Have you tried Easy Cater? Online ordering from great restaurants, tools to save time and stay on budget, digital receipts in one place.
We're gonna need a bigger recycling bin.
Easy Cater, the smarter, simpler way to order food for your workplace. Order now at easycater.com.
Welcome to AT&T. How can I help?
Hey, I thought I could trust my twins with my phone, but they outnumber me, man.
Whoa, that's a lot of glitter paint.
Let's trade lives.
At AT&T, everyone can trade in an old or glittered iPhone any year, any condition, and save on a new iPhone. Ask how to get iPhone 16 Pro on us. New and existing customers. Savings vary by device and trade-in combinations. Restrictions apply. See att.com/iPhone for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Hi, it's Phil. It's time for you to spring into a lighter, younger you with BeTheYoungerYou.com or 865-498-3000. Look, don't live life on the sidelines. Base your success on how do I feel? How are my labs? Do I look younger? Do I feel younger? You will fast. BeTheYoungerYou.com or 865-498-3000. Call, start saving today.
Results may vary.
This has been a paid advertisement.
Imagine you're going into surgery and had a choice of doctors. One with 3 years of experience and one with 10. The most experienced doc always wins out because the chances of a positive outcome are better, right? The same goes for commercial real estate. Trusting the less experience can cost you dearly when time and knowledge are factored in. So why take the chance? Trust the largest and most experienced commercial real estate company in East Tennessee. NAI Cola RM Moore, 40 plus years in business, over 20 brokers with countless prestigious industry certifications, and 500 years of combined staff experience. From office and investment property to property management, trust the experienced professionals at NAI Cola RM Moore to maximize your profit potential in commercial real estate. Call 865-531-6400. That's 865-531-6400. Online at colamore.com.
During periods of economic uncertainty, gold should be the safe haven you're looking for. Unlike stocks or bonds, it's a physical asset that gives investors peace of mind. Gold has been a valued investment for thousands of years. It's why I put my own money into things like gold with Advantage Gold, because I believe in diversification. Call 800-900-8000. Join me in this investment strategy. Folks, when the stock market has its ups and downs, gold remains a rock-solid asset. It's not just a hedge. It can be a proven safe haven for your hard-earned money. If you're looking to help secure your financial future, now's the time to diversify, to add gold to your portfolio. Don't wait until it's too late. Call my friends at Advantage Gold today. They're the experts I trust, and they'll walk you through everything step by step. Call 800-900-8000 right now. Take steps to control your future. That's 800-900-8000. Tell them Mark Levin sent you. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
Stream the Sports Animal free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Eddie asked in the text box, do I hear Swain blushing? A little bit. Mr. Bolitnikoff.
Even if I was, you wouldn't be able to see it. So it's all good.
You know, if you go
for various reasons.
This is one of my favorite underrated things. I love the sports reference sites. You can find any stat, any season. It's a great way to nerd out. So pro football reference, baseball reference, basketball reference. And they have nicknames, so you can find all the nicknames. So if you go to Michael Jordan's Pro Reference, it has all the nicknames that have been attached. We are running out of space on Swain's reference page for all the nicknames.
You know what's crazy? I never had a nickname, like one that was like.
You never got called Ace?
Universal.
I mean, I guess
like,
you wore 5 in high school, right?
Yeah, like there's no story about Grandma said he looked like a pig, so we just gonna call him Pig. Or Grandma said he was Debo at the table, so we just call him Debo now. But his real name is Harold. Like none of that stuff. I wish I had a cool nickname like that. No, Booger McFarland. His real name ain't Booger.
Peter Burns has a great story of his mom finding out. They call him Booger, and I can't remember exactly where she's from, but she has, real accent. And he was telling the story of her. I'm not calling him Booger. He's a grown man.
Yeah,
that's who he is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't remember Captain Marvel for Michael Jordan. That's on his nickname list.
I've never heard of that, ever.
But it includes everything, like Mike. Mike, that's just short for Michael.
That's not a nickname.
But Air Jordan, of course, MJ, his airness.
It's like Josh.
Yeah, I'm a Joshua.
So, short for Joshua.
Black Cat?
I've never heard Black Cat.
Mr. June? Like Mr. October, I guess, for Reggie Jackson?
They're making stuff up.
Goat, I'm aware of that one. Let's see if LeBron has Goat on his. That could create quite the controversy.
Don't even start
it. You got King James, LBJ, Chosen One, Captain L'America. That's new from him captaining the boat at the Olympics. That's pretty good. That one's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's balling out in the Olympics.
Benjamin Buckets, L-Train.
L-Train? No.
The Little Emperor?
No, I've never heard of that.
He's like 6'9", 250.
But man, I'm jealous of all athletes that had cool nicknames, and they were only referred to as like their nickname, more so than their real name. Like Rocket Ishmael. That's a cool nickname.
That's really good.
Rocket.
Yeah, yours are coming in your media career. So we got Big Orange Jesus. We have modern day Mr. Bolitnikov.
That's so many words.
That's
untrue.
We have VOP, the voice of the people.
Oh man, no,
Jason Swain is. You have bridged that gap, athlete to spokesman for the people of the great Tennessee fan base.
You and Chris Lowe, y'all are a menace. A menace to Knoxville radio. You ought to be stopped.
865-656-9900. Tell us the nicknames we are forgetting for Jason Swain.
Oh, man.
Or suggestions you might have. Great nicknames can change the conversation. Todd says Black Mamba, best nickname ever. Kobe. I think this one is up there.
I think Magic is the best nickname ever.
Magic, just because that's who you become, yeah.
Magic Johnson? Yeah, man.
The flow of it.
Magic. I mean, can't beat that.
The round mound of rebound.
That's too much. It's a great nickname.
Great, but
like it don't hit like Magic.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
But yeah, Magic to me is the best one. Like the one word nicknames, those are the best. Like only Prince can do what he did and be just Prince and be a symbol because of his talents. Like not many people can do that. And I look at Magic the same way. Like it's freaking Magic, man. Magic Johnson. L.A., the style of play. Yeah. Best nickname for me.
Yep. Sweetness for Walter Payton.
Sweetness is right there, too.
Yep.
Yep. How he played, how he just shifted his body weight, making people miss, how he would glide on the football field. Just his style was just sweet. Yeah, man. I got one. Artful Dodger.
Oh, yes. Condra Holloway.
Yeah, that's good, too.
Yep. Very good.
But, like, when you see him walking down the street, do you say, hey, Artful Dodger? Like,
no, Magic.
It just
shouting
doesn't
out Magic.
Hit, it doesn't hit the same. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you can call the nickname out loud in public, and the person turn around without having to say more than one word.
Yeah, because Air Jordan is wonderful, but you're not yelling out, "Yo, Air Jordan." I mean, I guess you are, but it doesn't go the same way as Magic. He became that. Yeah,
Hey,
because his game
Booger,
was
Pig, Magic, Prince, Debo. Like those are good ones, man.
Yeah.
One word.
Yeah, Squirrel White. He became.
Yeah,
he's,
Squirrel.
Yeah. All right, we'll come back. Jason Swain's here. We have an attaboy to hand out. Cool story with our attaboy that we'll hand out coming up next. We're with you until 3 o'clock on Josh and Swain.
This weekend is when the time jumps ahead 1 hour. We're doing our best to skip the hour the View airs. We'll keep you posted if the idea catches on. 99.1, the sports animal.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with the BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the sports animal.
Fourth-ranked Tennessee fell to Ole Miss on the road 78-76 last night. Tennessee remains in fourth place in the SEC standings, but the loss drops Tennessee to 11-6 on the year, one game behind Alabama, who sits at 12-5. Tennessee wraps up the regular season on Saturday against South Carolina. In the NFL, the Chargers have released five-time Pro Bowl edge rusher Joey Bosa after 9 seasons together. The move saves the Chargers more than $25 million in cap space. Bosa signed a 5-year, $135 million contract extension back in 2020, but injuries have limited Bosa to just 28 games over the past 3 seasons. Native Design and Hardscape is Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. They're ready to turn your home or business outdoor space into reality. Your new outdoor space awaits. Native Design and Hardscape, making backyard dreams come true. Schedule a consultation today at nativetn.com. I'm Joel Silverberg.
By texting 64000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Babbel. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at babbel.com/TNC.
At Babbel, we know that language is more. It's more than hello and goodbye, and good evening and good night. It's more than mastering talking about the weather or directions to the closest cafe. At Babbel, our mission is to help you learn language for the long run. Babbel gives you the skills to learn a language for life. Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you text radio to 64,000. That's radio to 64,000.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we give our students credit. Credit for deciding while stuck in traffic to get a bachelor's degree. Credit for managing 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a full-time job to pursue an MBA. Students at UMGC can use prior learning or relevant experience to earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's. And graduate students can transfer up to 12 credits toward their master's. Flexible online and hybrid classes start March 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Here's a spring cleaning hack to make your life a lot easier. Schedule an appointment with Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Their ZR water cleans better detergents while leaving zero residue behind. And for this month only, take advantage of their spring sale and mention me, Tyler Ivins from the Sports Animal, to get 3 rooms of carpet clean for $109. Plus, you're going to get a free hallway as well. That's 3 rooms of carpet plus a hallway for $109. Book online, ZeroResKnoxville.com. All they leave is clean.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman, and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy, and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store, well, we'll even tuck you in.
Hello, friends. This is Kevin Frazier with Frazier's Carpet One. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile, ceramic, or anything for the floor, Frazier's is the name to trust. My great-grandfather Frazier started our flooring business in 1953, and the Frazier family has been proudly covering all of East Tennessee's flooring needs for the more than 70 years since. And you don't stay in business that long without offering value. Frazier's big in-stock selection means buying power muscle, and we pass those savings on to you. Plus, no money down and free financing for 18 months. Only at Frazier's. Call us today, 546-4850, and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates. Everything for the floor from the store you trust more, Frazier's.
You run a great local business. Unfortunately, it's buried on page 15 when people search for your service online. Thankfully, there's Cumulus Boost. Cumulus Boost helps your business increase your online presence. Don't get overshadowed by large corporations when your neighbors need your business the most. You work too hard to go unnoticed. Get a boost with Cumulus Boost today at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS boost.com.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
It's a windy and cold afternoon across East Tennessee with high temperatures reaching near 47 but feeling more like 42. Overnight, few clouds around down to 31. For your Friday, we start off with a few flurries in the morning with a high reaching near 61. Sunshine peaks in the afternoon down to 49 for Saturday morning. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Granger.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
Cumulus Digital.
Back on Josh and Swain, thank you for being with us. Few nicknames to throw out before we hand out today's attaboy. William the Refrigerator Perry, terrific. I guess this would be right up there with Magic Conversation. We overlooked from that standpoint Tiger Woods. I don't think we said that.
No, we didn't.
And then I don't recall this. I assume this is correct either way. But Zach said that MJ's nickname of Black Cat came from Magic Johnson. Magic would say that's Black Cat. I had missed that or
they
forgot
used to call Jordan Black Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Also, Swain Train. So Big Orange Jesus, modern day Bolitnikov, VOP for the voice of the people, and Swain Train.
I have no comment.
Okay.
Swain Train.
What do you think?
I don't know. A lot of different things. Yeah, we're not gonna put that one on the list.
Yeah, that one's off.
Yeah, we'll leave that one off.
Okay.
Off the list. There,
okay.
man.
Well, hey, we're brainstorming. This is a work in progress.
No, we don't need to be.
We got
other things to talk about that's more important.
We got the forum for the people. VOP 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show. As right now we hand out today's attaboy.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me.
Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Homes, remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy. So we hand out attaboys and attagirls every day thanks to Native Design. Their website is nativetn.com. A lot of good stories out there yesterday and today. Love to see that. That's what this is about. There's a lot of yelling, a lot of arguing, a lot of caps lock on the internet. But I saw this story. I don't recall it before. These paths had crossed before, but a story with the Nuggets and Russell Westbrook and a fan from South Korea who traveled 6,000 miles for a Nuggets game, and he's down there kind of court level. He's got a Westbrook jersey on, and they had met maybe 3 times before. Westbrook runs over at the end of the game after the Nuggets have pulled off a comeback to win the game, gives the guy a hug, takes his jersey off, signs it, and hands it over to the fan. He lives in South Korea. He was interviewed during the game, said he wakes up and he watches on either League Pass or another platform where they can get NBA games and different part of the world. He's turning it on. He's enjoying the game. He's enjoying the athleticism. I doubt this guy is getting on the internet and getting into dumb MJ LeBron debates like we like to do over here. He's just enjoying some basketball. And he's a big Russell Westbrook fan and said he became a fan 10 years ago and just been following Russ and watching where he's played in different spots, and he's gotten to travel to see him a few times. And I just thought that was so cool.
Yeah, I think the cool thing here is Russell Westbrook, the gesture really on both sides, right? Mm-hmm. A fan traveling that far to see his favorite player, and then the favorite player showing that fan love, giving him his jersey. But like another thing to point out is Russell Westbrook gives you everything that he has every night.
He goes all out.
And that's what I love and respect about him so much is like if you're a fan and you're making a plan to come to see one of his games, he's playing. Like, he's not missing the game unless he is unable to walk. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I think fans want from their athletes is, man, you get a chance to play a sport, make a lot of money, and have this unbelievable opportunity, financially. Poured out there on the field, on the court, and Russell Westbrook, he does it every single night, and I love him for that. Became the second all-time lead scorer in NBA history from the point guard position too.
He's an all-time athlete
at
the position.
Oh, yeah.
Beast out there. So, attaboy to the fan traveling, to Russell Westbrook for the love that he showed to that fan. How about Theo Jackson? Getting a contract extension with the Minnesota Vikings. Talk about a great VFL story.
Hey, is that another Lou Martinez coach player?
How about it?
Man, how about that?
2 years, $12.615 million extension with the Minnesota Vikings. Love that for Theo Jackson. That's a Tennessee guy, both growing up and at the University of Tennessee. He deserves it. Attaboys and attagirls, we hand them out every day thanks to Native Design. NativeTN.com is their website. It's your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Call Native Design at 865-310-3256 or visit the website nativetn.com.
Drew, shout out to Drew on Twitter, who must be listening, says, I love the taste, referring to coffee.
Shout out indeed. Drew, we are aligned. I feel like I had to come to coffee's defense after what happened earlier today in the show. Swain's he's just out for the kick, for the caffeine, for the lift after a late night basketball game. I like the taste plus
that's the only reason.
The boost.
That's the only reason to drink coffee. Not because of the way it tastes. Not unless you're putting cream and sugar and spices in it and all that good stuff. Foam on top. But just straight coffee? We drinking it for the taste, really? I don't know if I believe you.
But I still believe there's a pretty strong difference in a lot of cases, especially if you're going back to back. The first cup, man, tastes good, feels good. Second cup, you're like, well,
it's different.
Yeah, a little different. All right, we'll come back. Drew, thanks for having my back on today's show. We'll come back. One segment. We'll come back with it right here on Josh and Swain.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Wilson Brothers Plumbing. Need plumbing help? You need to call the pros at Wilson Brothers Plumbing. They provide the highest level of professionalism in every interaction with their customers. I've had interactions with Wilson Brothers Plumbing at my home multiple times. They helped us with a project that we had planned. We needed some work done to make sure it was taken care of correctly. Wilson Brothers Plumbing did a great job for us. We dealt with an underground leak issue where we knew we had a problem. Wilson Brothers Plumbing helped identify it for us, and then they were able to tell us what it would take to fix the problem. They did a great job for us. They will make sure they provide efficiency in the work that they do for you, precision and professionalism every single time. They're also always looking to hire their best because their work needs to be the best. So if you are looking for an opportunity, get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing. If you need help at your home, call Wilson Brothers at 865-415-1537 or visit wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. That's wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
Looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Beatty Chevrolet has over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. Over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. And you can save time when you shop online at BeattyChevrolet.com. Once you say yes, the process is easy and Beatty's team will get you in and out in an hour or less. And as always, buy with confidence with the Beatty warranty for life. Beatty Chevrolet on Parkside Drive. Online at BeattyChevrolet.com. Beatty Chevrolet, locally owned and operated for over 90 years.
This Friday at 9 a.m., head to 991thesportsanimal.com and grab 2 unlimited ride passes for just $49.99 to attractions at the Island in Pigeon Forge. The Island, your destination to eat, shop, play, and stay in the heart of Pigeon Forge.
Hi, I'm Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind on payment houses. I even buy my tenant will pay me the rent houses. Do you have a house that's in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying those houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast, call me, 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
In a flash, sell your house for cash. ProSource Home Buyers.
Spring is here, and you're probably flipping through the television channels watching all the home improvement shows, right? Because you want to make your outdoor space look the absolute best. First phone call needs to be the Tennessee Home to my friend James Anthony. 304-0955. 20 years of experience, and how many fencing contractors in town can also turn around and build you the perfect deck for you to start making memories all throughout the spring and summer. James Anthony, the only phone call you need to make is the Tennessee Home. 304-0955 or TennesseeHome.us.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
We're back for the final segment of Josh and Swain. Swain, a couple of cool notes. We'll have more time tomorrow afternoon to talk. Senior Day coming up Saturday, Tennessee's final regular season game against South Carolina. A couple of basketball notes. Saw that Rick Barnes is a finalist for the Skip Prosser Man of the Year Award. That's given annually to the D1 coach pairing the basketball success that his team enjoys with the moral integrity both on and off the court. Rick Barnes, a fitting candidate and finalist in that regard.
You candidate just this year?
Yeah, that would be every year.
It's every year, man.
And then Jemai Mashak, for the second consecutive season, is Tennessee's representative on the SEC Community Service Team for men's basketball. I would say that is very fitting, as he's done a ton of work in the community, including with Second Harvest Food Bank. That includes this week, setting up a virtual food drive, which now is close to $40,000. He's at 96% of his goal, which I think is like his third or fourth goal because he kept bumping it up because the money kept coming in. And I just think that's so cool. So very deserving. Jemai Mashak on the community service team, and then we'll see who wins the award. But being a finalist, that itself is incredible recognition. Rick Barnes, Skip Prosser Man of the Year Award finalist.
Yeah, like when you are a finalist, that means you are
you're doing the job.
Yeah, like you could win easily, and at that point, like you're splitting hairs between a few other people.
Yeah, like in the NFL, it gets a ton of coverage, and it's wonderful. The Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Yeah, man.
They're all winners.
Yeah, like
somebody has to be chosen.
How do you pick one?
Yeah,
yeah, it's real difficult. So, man, that's why if you are a parent, you want to send your young man to come play basketball for Rick Barnes because you know they're going to get more than just basketball.
If you want to go back and listen to any of the show, search Josh and Swain anywhere you get your podcast. We're on demand thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. If you want to subscribe to our newsletter, joshandswain.com. We'll go out tomorrow morning. It's free once a week, joshandswain.com. Before we head out, we hit today's power poll.
Captain, we're losing power in the warp engine.
Nuclear power pants.
What's up? I'm Kenny Powers.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
I have the power!
With great power comes great responsibility.
Full power, Mr. Scott.
Swain spring practice begins tomorrow, so we have a few storylines for the Volunteers as they begin spring action tomorrow.
Yeah, kind of hard to put them in order here because I think they all
matter,
all important. But if I had to put them in order, I would say Nico's development as a leader, kind of moving forward. I had the young receiver core, but it's hard to put that in the top three right now. I think 4 starters on offense, new starters on the offensive line is one. Kind of seeing how they come together because that's along with the young receiver core. It's all about giving Nico the tools to be successful, surrounding him with good play and quality players to help him with his playmaking ability. And then the number one for me is replacing the pros. That's always a storyline for me that matters in the spring, because you got guys moving on, participating in the pro day, participating in the combine, and you got to fill those voids.
Yeah,
and that's harder to do sometimes than other times. Sometimes it's easy, but those impact players that were key for you last year in your 10-2 season, the regular season, how are you replacing those guys?
My list includes second-year defenders. So we talked about Edwin Spillman and Jordan Ross yesterday. The secondary, as cornerback, remains a question, even as Ricky Gibson is expected to be out there. And guys kind of moving around maybe, so Caleb Beasley, where he gets a look. Idris Farouk is a player I think they like a lot. How does he look in the spring? So several second-year defenders to pay attention to. High school offensive linemen who have signed, because for the first time, it's time to step up in several years. So they're at the center position. That also includes David Sanders Jr., highly touted newcomer. And then I couldn't help myself. I just put the wide receivers. So Mike Matthews, does he look like a guy like that he's ready to go help lead the group? I've got Nico's development honorable mention.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a big deal. It's a huge deal.
Yeah, for sure. Man, it's hard to put them in order, like I said at the beginning.
Yeah.
And all of it's important, and we'll see. We may get some answers after 3 weeks of practice, 15 weeks of a spring game. It may take fall camp. It may take first couple of games of the season, but we'll know something sooner or later.
Yep, we are 5-6 weeks away from the spring game, April 12th. We are 21 hours away from tomorrow's show. We'll see you then. Talk to you then. Thanks for hanging out with us on Josh and Swain.
Want to create a beautiful